Hey guys, J-Man here. Before we begin the live stream today, I just want to let everybody know that channel memberships are active, and I only have one tier right now, and that's the Super Friends tier. It is a recurring payment every month, but it does help support me and the channel. And right now I'm offering all of my Super Friends access to my personal G drive. So this is where I keep a lot of the comic books that I review for the channel and that I do for the live streams. So if you do join, I'll give you access to my G drive so you can actually get the comics and read along with me or read them in advance. Batman and the Outsiders is on there. That's the full run. That's right there. Got volume 1 of Jack Kirby's Black Panther. That's actually his entire run too. Frank Miller's Sin City, Green Arrow, Uncanny X-Men. I also take requests. A few of my super friends wanted some D&D modules, which I actually was able to provide for them as well. So there you go. It's only we have only just the one tier. So if you decide to join, I'd really appreciate it. If not, that's totally fine. I know not everyone can become a member of every channel, and I appreciate that. So it's great to have you guys on right now, and just liking the videos, supporting me that way, subscribing, sharing the videos, all that stuff is really helpful. So I really appreciate it. That's it, guys. Let's get on with the live stream. Hey guys, J-Man here. All right, Batman and the Outsiders. I'm looking forward to this. We're doing 6 issues tonight, so we're going to get going. Real quick, there's not a heck of a lot. This Sunday, we're talking about The Shadow on Days of High Adventure, the Alec Baldwin Shadow movie. I like this movie a lot. Clobby did not like this movie, and we butted heads on this one big time. He would have definitely come on to argue it with me, of course, because we did like to have our nerd arguments, but that's going to be this Sunday. I'm looking forward to talking about this one. Monday, of course, is the Legion live stream. So we got 3 more issues of the Legion of Superheroes. We are approaching the end of volume 2. So join us on Monday for that. Make sure you're there for that. Shout out to our channel members. These are the Super Friends. We got Dan, Sean, Steven, Brennan, Mark, RR, who's backstage, Philip, Esfon, 82, Digger Jim, Quagnar, Legion of Comics, Just Joe, and of course, Clobberin Times, Mike Alonzo. He definitely would approve of this live stream, so you guys can put a CT in the chat if you want. He definitely, I think, would have been on these live streams with us for sure. So there you go. Okay, we just got our special guest. Sean is not on tonight. So feel free to make fun of him because he's not going to see this. So you're all good to go. Instead, let's bring in Monsieur Fancy Pants.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey.
All right, hello. Oh, Easter egg. Can anyone name the panel in today's comics in which Black Lightning gives the live long and prosper sign?
Oh gosh, I have no idea.
I can't remember the page, but it's when they show. Oh, spoilers. Hi, everyone. Great to see you all. Excited to talk about these fantastic comics. Can you hear me all right? Because the mic's a bit odd at the moment.
Your mic is good.
Brilliant.
It's probably better than my mic. My mic's garbage. All right. So FK was here right away with a super chat, $2. Thank you so much.
Get on with it.
Get on with it.
Fair play.
I'll give you a Pink Ranger.
Ooh, Pink Ranger.
Smile. And how about Wonder Woman dancing from everyone's favorite Wonder Woman movie?
I like her as Wonder Woman. I think she was a great Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot.
Yeah, I do think she's a great Wonder Woman. That's why I like that movie, because I like her in the costume doing Wonder Woman stuff.
The No Man's Land scene from the first Wonder Woman movie. Get a bit emotional seeing that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I remember seeing it at the cinema. I was getting a bit emotional watching it.
Yeah,
yeah,
amazing.
That's brilliant. That's one of the great superhero moments of the 21st century. That is.
I agree with that big time. Joe Dog is here. What's going on? The new Superman movie is going to be garbage. Hey, we know that. We already know.
Far out.
Lex Luthor. Start out very simple. 1,000 American flags. That'd be a lot of American flags. Truth, justice, and the American way. Yes. Well, I never minded I'm Canadian, obviously. I never really minded that he would say truth, justice, in the American way. I never really found that offensive as a Canadian. I just thought, okay, it's the saying, right? Like, I know a lot of people get upset over these things, but it's like I think because as a kid I'd watch a lot of foreign films that I would watch Godzilla movies, and I never watched Godzilla movies and thought, how come there's no white people in it or what? I just didn't like this doesn't appeal to me. Like, I just think, it's produced in Japan, so obviously the heroes are going to be Japanese. Same with Ultraman. I'd watch that in repeats. Ultra 7, all those great, that entire series is like right there. I never thought, how come there's no white guys in this? Or, I didn't really think of it that way.
Isn't it odd that in today's world, if there was a character that sadly we've moved on from there, but the character that last exemplified sort of truth, justice, American way would have been the Chris Evans, Steve Rogers.
Yeah, Chris Evans. To me, Steve Rogers, Chris Evans held that entire MCU together. As soon as he left, I was like, I'm kind of gone with them.
Yeah,
Skeptic is here. Daredevil dead again.
Skeptic.
Yeah, RR likes it. I don't like it. So you can go with see my review of it. There you go. Nick,
even I did a review. I was inspired to do a review.
Okay. So, Nick, man, from Echo Base, what's going on, dude? How's it going, man? Echo, man, that was like that. I was there from day. The Echo Base is like a huge channel now. I was there from day one for that. I was like I wasn't their first subscriber, but I was like probably top first 50 subscribers, I think, ever. And I won. I got second place in a writing contest they did for Star Wars.
Nice.
Not just a pretty face. I can write good stories. I never minded. She was under. Yes, she was underutilized. Wonder Woman. Yeah. But yeah, I never. And so Skeptics Canadian never minded it at all. Yeah, I never thought. Oh, I loved Captain America growing up. I would do the Shield. I never thought, oh, it's America, I shouldn't be following this, like not in the slightest. I thought Captain America was awesome. I love the Reb Brown movies. Reb Brown is my friend on Facebook. I'm very happy about having Reb Brown because he's the best. I love Captain America. I think he's a great character. I've got Captain America 100 right there in my back there in graded. I don't know. I
love the Grunwald run on
yes. Yeah. Big time. That entire run is that's why they stole that for that really trashy Falcon. Oh, you're frozen. Did we lose you?
Sorry, mate. No, but I run this off my phone and my phone's trying to update itself, so I've put it off for a while. But yeah, I reckon one day I've got a few suggestions for future streams for you.
But definitely do it.
The Grunwald run, because it's 127 uninterrupted comics. It's got Cap 350, which is one of the greatest issues of all time. Yeah, Grunwald took the character and also his adversaries to a lot of really neat places, and I think that was just one of the best ever eras of Captain America. Oh, nice.
And that's when I started with Captain America 298. That's when I started from the shelf reading Captain America. And 300's the death to the death, like Red Skull. It says it's like Cap versus Red Skull to the death.
Is that 350? I think it is. Is it 350?
I think that's 300.
No, I think it's 350. It's when Cap he reclaims a costume from John Walker.
No. This is before that. 300.
All right. Okay.
Cap versus the Red Skull to the death. Cap 300. 100%. I remember buying that off the rack or whatever. The Captain America 19. Well, yeah, it's great. It's fine. It's fine. Captain America's your favorite. Yeah, he's the best. Captain America's the best.
The story that got me was, and it's a real sign of Grunwald's genius, was when the Serpent Society assassinate MODOK. Because Grunwald actually makes you feel sorry for MODOK, who's a pretty reprehensible character.
He's a piece of I don't remember. I mean, this is all going. I'd love to reread these because I actually own many of these in physical form. Flag Smasher, all that stuff.
Yeah.
John Walker becoming like Cap, going nomad, and Cap had the black. He first had the U.S. agent looking kind of suit, and then John Walker and Lamar, Battlestar. They take over. That's why I was so upset with the Falcon and Winter Soldier television series. I thought it was going to be Falcon and Bucky versus John and Lamar, and it was going to be like who's the better team, and they'd like one up each other. And I thought it was going to be like the eight. I literally thought it was going to be like the A team. They go on cool missions, and then it was just this political nightmare. And I'm like, now I'll tell you something.
Terrible.
I don't like I love Captain America, but I do not need the political stuff. Now in Winter Soldier, that was a great film, so that made sense in that movie. But I don't need Senator, you better help these people. I'm like, what is happening here? This is an action show. Like, give me action.
Well, at the start of Captain America and Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier, John Walker approaches Sam and Bucky and says, "Hey, let's team up. Let's work together on this." And Sam's like, "Nah."
I liked Wyatt Russell, man.
Wyatt Russell, yeah.
I thought and then I know Lamar Lamar died in the comics.
He's killed by Carly, or he's one of the super soldiers, punches him into a pillar, and I think the spike goes in the back of his neck. He dies.
Yeah, that was garbage. But he did die in the comics too, didn't he?
I can't remember. It's been a while.
But anyways, they killed him in the show, and I thought this was a great actor. I wanted to see him. I wanted to see the two of them team up. I don't understand. Yeah. I'm an action guy. I want to see the heroes do it.
A rivalry. A friendly rivalry. Yeah. Occasional allies, occasional rivalry. Yeah, so much potential for a great show, and they just blew it. Oh.
And I absolutely Falcon, this is going to sound crazy, but Falcon and Winter Soldier, the TV series, is my worst one. I think it's worse than She-Hulk because I had zero expectations for She-Hulk, and it was a zero show. But I had massive expectations for Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I like Anthony Mackie as Falcon, and I liked Bucky, and I thought this is going to be a great show. And then they transitioned him to Captain America. I thought, yeah, I know what happened in comics, but it's too soon. It's too weird, and nobody really wants it. And proof nobody wants it, this new movie is not doing as well as it should do. And it's not a great movie either, really. This was the worst Superman comic of Skeptic Buddy.
Oh, God, let's not talk about that.
We're not talking about it. Honestly, we're not talking about it. This was the absolute worst Superman comic of all time. Like 100%.
That's the recent one.
The recent one.
Oh, God, I had to peek at it by mistake, and I regret it now.
Yep. It is absolutely offensive. It's offensive and garbage. It's absolutely terrible. DC should be ashamed of themselves. But they should not be ashamed of themselves for Batman and the Outsiders.
No, this, and actually, I think the first two issues. I'd be interested to see what you think. I've written a bunch of notes.
Awesome. I think
the first two issues we're going to deal with tonight are actually the strongest issues of this session. Although I'd have a lot of affection for the annual. The annual is annual one's really cool.
Yeah, it's good. All of they're all good. This is all good. Sword of Ancient Death. So this is Katana's sort of origin, whatever. Her it's a two-part. It's two-part. So
J-Man, can we keep a body count going this evening of how many people get killed, not just by anyone, but by the Outsiders, especially Katana.
Batman,
let's keep a body count going.
Batman, you have failed this city. It's like you've let so many people die. All right.
Oh, well, he's there for some of them, and it's like, Batman, don't you have a no killing rule? Didn't see that.
That's fine. Let me just look away here. Like, keep your eyes closed.
Yeah, pretty much. So they get mugged.
They get mugged here.
They get mugged.
I mean, do you really want to mug Katana? That was a fail.
No. Well, that's what I find strange, though, is that Geoforce's strength at this stage is very inconsistent. Because a little while, in a few issues after the ones we got tonight, he's juggling 3 elephants, right? And we've seen him bend steel bars and knock over tanks. So these guys should pretty much explode when he hits them.
Yeah, he's pulling his punches. Super Friend, Classic Comics is here. Thanks, guys.
Classic.
Guys, make sure you're subscribed to Classic Comics.
Yeah. Tatsu says to him, "You can't stop bullets." But I think we've actually seen him stop bullets with his gravity powers during the Markovia War. So, and the end of this fight, right? He blasts the guy with the gun. Is that guy dead?
Yeah, okay, so let's take a look here. Let's try to scrutinize this a bit more. Okay, so I mean, this is just normal hits. It's nothing too crazy.
Okay, but you should point out, so Katana, of all the outsiders, right? Aparo must have loved drawing her, and same with Alan Davis when he took over, because Katana has the best fight scenes.
For sure.
You watch better than Batman. She gets better fight scenes than Batman. You watch, especially when we get to the Alan Davis ones, but even in this issue and the next one, Katana's fight scenes are the best. Like, she really gets some terrific action
Maybe it's
poses.
The female, he likes doing the female form fighting or whatever, or just like the more, like, to me, Batman is a ninja, but like, I don't know if that's just me projecting that, or if that was always the thought process behind Aparo. Like, is he a ninja, or is he just like a good fighter? Like, Batman the ninja is not really a thing at this point, right? Like,
are we at number 1 on the body count here? Because Brian just blasted the guy with.
Okay, so we're gonna keep track. I mean, okay, so this guy got kicked. Here comes Geo. Yeah, Brian. I mean, we don't know what. You want to count that as a kill?
I'll put a question mark.
Put an asterisk or something. Maybe.
All right. Question mark.
Yeah, question mark. But here's a ninja.
And now, enter evil ninja man.
And he's got the same, at least the same handle.
Sword design. Yeah.
Sword design as Katana.
When he's evil, you can tell because he's shaking his fist. He's like,
yeah.
Look at his fist shake. It's the.
Damn,
he's evil.
And everyone loves ninja. There's just ninjas.
Well, this is 1980. This is 84. This is the height of the ninja craze.
Yeah, I had a ninja kit, which came with shurikens that were suction cups. You could like. All right, so she gives her a kitty. Gives Halo Gabrielle a little kitty. Do you like cats or dogs? Oh, you like dogs. You have a
Me?
dog. Right?
I'm actually, speaking of the dog, stand by for a moment. I was going to
There's the dog there. Yeah, it's like fail. Don't try to. Watching Spider-Man 2's Doc Ock's normal kind, then Spider-Man's punch him in the face. Oh yeah, that's true, Skeptic. Maybe the fusion of the arms made him stronger. Oh, there's the dog.
Yeah, there she is.
You want to be full? Oh, there you go. There she is.
She's in the background. She's going to go eat a pillow now or something like that. She's eating some pillows. Where you go, lads?
I like puppies and kittens, but the second they get bigger, I'm done for both. So that's why I don't have any pets. I only like the small versions.
Our dogs have all been rescue dogs, whether it was rehomed or we had 2 dogs, and she's the last one who's alive, who've come from the pound. So, you know, I've got a real soft spot for dogs who need a home. So,
yeah, my cousin has had 4 dogs all rescue. But then it's sad when you gotta, one of them just passed one of them actually just went old age and then passed away. And then one of them was actually mauled by another dog.
Oh no. Oh,
and it was
terrible.
Absolutely terrifying. And I said, we're not going to talk about it. Anyways, okay, let's get on. Let's get on. So
yeah. So now there's the voice, because we're going to find out whose voice it is.
Agreed.
But
okay,
not
so
just yet.
This is the voice in the blade, in Katana's blade.
Indeed.
I love these. Panels here. Got the ninja. She's doing her bowing and all that, and then ninja at the door. It's got the sword like through the doors, the glass doors.
The ranch sliders. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at these panels.
Yeah, these
and
are
look at Katana's movements, right?
Yeah.
Like, even Batman doesn't get that kind of treatment. She must have been a favorite.
This is still an outsider's book with Batman, even though Batman's the main. It's still an outsider's book with Batman guest starring, pretty much.
Yeah,
like at least from here on in.
Yeah, especially in the upcoming issues.
Yeah. Like, I think they introduced them with Batman, and then Batman takes a bit of a step back. So it's just a fight. Who is this guy? What is going on? Here comes Halo, shooting her. Oh, so look at the ninja stars in the. That's cool. like ninja stars in the getting what melted or whatever.
I think so. I can never keep her aura straight. I know that purple is like a tractor beam, green is a stasis aura. I don't know. I think yellow is just really bright. I cannot remember what the difference in orange and red. One is heat. I can't remember what orange is.
There's the projection one.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, I think it's violet. Maybe blue's tractor beam. Yeah, the distortion aura. That's superpower that comes in handy later.
Yeah, and she'll use it again. Yeah, she'll use that tonight so we can see the color. But like it's you can't anyway. So he throws ninja stars, shuriken, and then she melts them all. So ninja in the bushes there. Now she's glowing yellow, which again I don't know what's yellow aura can. Okay, so let me see. What did she say? My yellow aura can't do anything but glow. But is that for sure? Don't worry, Tetsu. Okay, so she throws a thing. This is funny. She throws a thing at her. Oof. Clunk. Ow, that hurts. You can actually. This is actually a good. This actually looks like it hurt. It's like boonk. Where's her movie? Halo is a cool character, and she's got the rainbow thing, so she can fit in with the politics.
Indeed.
Of the
Indeed.
Strong female, blah blah blah, whatever. Hero. So for the moment, I will take only her sword. It's like, so now he's got the two. Return.
He's not very nice. That guy. Mm-hmm. He's not nice.
So you can see this. This is so, guys. If you haven't seen this before, means that the sword is talking. This bubble, the way that they do this, I guess, word balloon. Tetsu. Oh my gosh, it's not as bad as it looks, Gabrielle. I'm fine. I can just walk it off. I'll just walk it off.
There's actually a bit of that later. You say walk it off now, but I'm going to have a bit of a laugh about that later. There's a whole issue in which the plot is Batman walks it off.
Walk it off, buddy. Okay, so he took. Okay, wait. So did he swap swords? I can't remember.
No, he took hers.
He took hers. Yeah.
And there's a specific reason why he's taken her sword, and has to do with the voice that she hears from it.
Yeah.
And now the Blackboard Jungle scene.
Here we've got the Sidney Poitier, To Sir with Love, or what's the other? What's the one with Morgan Freeman? Lean on Me. That was
Lean on Me. That's right. Yeah, To Sir with Love. To Sir with Love.
To Sir with Love is a great movie. I have that on DVD.
It is a great movie.
Actually, I think I have Lean on Me as well.
They're both great movies.
They're both great.
Don't make them like they used to.
No, that's for
in the heat of Sidney Poitier was such a legend. I mean,
we have like 7 or 8 of his movies, even like Lilies in the Field, or just like random movies where it's like Lilies in the Field. But what was the other one with the blind girl, or is that Lilies in the Field?
I don't know. In the Heat of the Night would be my favorite.
Yeah, I own that.
That's a special film.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Tibbs. Yeah.
I own that movie for sure. No, I own Lily. There's one where is the blind girl. What the hell is that called?
Don't remember.
He just meets this blind girl. That's it. There's no story. That's it. But it's just done so beautifully. And of course, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Got that one, of course, on DVD. All the big ones. I have all the big ones on DVD of his. Okay, so this is Jefferson Pierce coming to school. It's the big hoodlums. I don't know what to tell. It's like, what is it? I don't know what to say. They're the bad kids. They throw shit.
They're sweat hogs. They're the sweat hogs.
The sweat hogs.
Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter.
Welcome back.
What is it, Hoshak?
Yeah, welcome back, buddy. So anyways, they're treating him like crap. And he throws. I like how he pours it on the ghetto blaster, which I don't know. I don't know what they're called now. We call them ghetto blasters. I don't know if you're allowed to say call it that anymore. So here's a little bit of school stuff. Like, there's the boy. He's in my geometry class.
It's Phil.
Phil. So it's like, hi, ladies. It's like, oh my god.
You can tell he's cool because of that cardigan he's wearing. I mean, look at that. That's the cardigan of a cool dude in 1984.
That's the Zach. What's it, Zach Attack? What the hell's his name? Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah, look at his jeans though. I think those would be Levi's 501s probably.
Oh, forget they're damn right 501. This guy can't be seen in anything less than that. He shows up. There's Gabby.
All right, here we have it. Right, so the the note I have left. Do not try to follow me.
Right.
And don't you hear the Dr. Evil line? Right.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay, Tatsu. I won't follow you. Best of luck.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you're checking out Classic Comics channel and Star Wars Marvel Purists here. How's it going, dude? Sling opium on the Daredevil. Oh yes. I already beat up Daredevil. We're not gonna fight on that anymore. We've already fought enough on it.
We agree to disagree like civilized men.
Yes. Okay, so this is the Dear John letter. No, Dear John. Okay. So don't follow me. Okay, I'm not gonna follow you. That's fine. It's totally fine. All right, so Tokyo Hotel, yes. Yeah, she shows up and it's like, oh my god, the outsiders. How did they know?
Well, here it comes. Batman's gonna tell her about her rookie mistake.
Yeah, it's like, I like how he's the chair. I'm just like, yeah, that's great. It's like Metamorphose the chair. That's awesome. Have a seat. You can see Halo's looking like she's a bit pissed off. She's like, hey, you didn't tell me what was going on. Archibald is here. Archie Bunker is here. Yes, thank you so much. Judley, hey, you got that
Suddenly
reference, buddy?
Judgers, yeah.
Nice. I sang Dear John I only sang one line of it and he got it. Judd Hirsch used to watch that show.
Did you ever watch Numbers in the early 2000s?
No, but I know what it is.
Yeah, it's Judd Hirsch, Rob Morrow, David Krumholtz. Very underrated show. Highly recommend it.
Yep, I would definitely too, yeah.
I think it'd be sort of up your street. You'd enjoy it.
Awesome.
Now, here's the rookie mistake.
How did you find me? He should have just said, because I'm Batman.
I was thinking the same thing. Because I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. I just ordered the Dark Knight trilogy on 4K. I have to upgrade that. So now I've got all the Batman movies on 4K. So I have to upgrade that one. So I'm looking forward to watching Batman Begins again on 4K, see how good that looks.
That looked amazing. Last year they had three of them. They had all three of the trilogy in one day in the cinema here. Of course, I hadn't seen them in the cinema for a long time. So I went along and I was so tired because I had things to do. I couldn't last The Dark Knight Rises, but I did sit through the first two and they were fantastic.
I saw Batman Begins 3 times when it originally came out. I think I only saw Dark Knight twice, but both in IMAX. I think Dark Knight is too long.
It is a bit long. I saw it 5 times.
Five times, yeah.
It's
just a bit long for me.
I saw it at Square One.
Perfect.
I saw it at Square One because I was visiting my father, who lived in Mississauga in Port Credit, in 2008.
You saw it right there. I'm pointing to it. It's just right over there.
I did.
Oh, gosh. Awesome. Yeah, I just found Batman Begins to be sort of like it was the perfect. It's like enough origin to make the story interesting, and then enough Batman action, and he's a ninja and all that stuff. So to me, that was and it was like 2 hours. Or Dark Knight is just a little long, and Dark Knight Rises is really long. I feel like it's just like that's a long movie. And there's not, the performances aren't there. Like I actually like Bane, but it's just his story is a bit cheap at the end, where there's like, oh, it's really Talia. I was like, anyway. Okay. So what does he say? He goes, he says. The next time you want to vanish, Katana, don't make a foreign reservations from a private phone. Those calls can be traced. Damn it.
Curses. Foiled again.
Foiled again. You can't stop me. It's like, oh, I can stop you, all right. We're coming with you. What? No, I can't ask that. It's like, of course you can. We're a team. And she's all, like, yeah, we should go together. I like this. Gabby kind of stands up a little bit.
This is why I liked this series so much, and this is what the X-Men used to be like, and they lost it a bit. Right?
It's trash now, but
it was getting very angsty towards the middle '80s. When Storm went through her punk phase and all that other crap. Before this, the X-Men were sort of a mildly dysfunctional family, but they all really cared about each other. They all got along. They got along as best they could, and that's what the Outsiders are like. That they,
Yep.
I mean, there's issues where they get on each other's nerves and they make mistakes and all this. But when it comes down to it, they are there for each other all the time. They put aside their own personal bullshit and stuff, and they help each other out. And
Mhm.
there's a real. It gets goofy, this book, sometimes, but there's a real heart to it. And that's what I really, returning to these stories, what I love about them is there's a lot of
Yep.
heart.
Yeah, this is all cool stuff. And I started doing X-Men. I'm not doing them as live streams, but I'm dropping a video every whatever day. I can't remember what day I picked. So every
Oh yeah, giant size X-Men. That was great.
Giant size. I've got then 94, 95. I'm going to do them all in order, just one comic at a time, not as a live stream.
Yeah, no, good call. That's a great run.
That's a
I tell
great
you,
run.
150 is my favorite single issue. X-Men 150. But they fight Magneto, it's brilliant. But
yes.
God loves, man kills. If you ever want to do if there's, you know how you talk about how this is a comic book, that's what comic books are all about.
Yeah.
Well, God Loves Man Kills is a one-off story. And it's not as topical now because television evangelists aren't quite as popular as they used to be. But
Right.
It's about prejudice. That it's very edgy and controversial. It's 1982. I mean, there's a certain word that appears that's used by Kitty Pryde that you just cannot use in any media format now that starts with N.
I will have to be careful when I get to that on my reviews.
Oh, yeah. If you ever decide to review it, it is fantastic. If anyone ever asks you what the X-Men are about, and you say, but they want to read one issue, God Loves, Man Kills. If they read that, they'll understand the story, what it's all about.
And I know that story, and I remember. And the thing is like X-Men, I got heavy into it way late in the game, so to go back, I bought all the digital versions. I bought everything. I literally bought 1 to 500 or whatever it was. I bought them all.
Really? So when did you bail on X-Men?
No, I never read X-Men when it was coming out.
Oh wow!
I started with Jim Lee, in
the early 90s,
like X-Men 1, whatever, the 5 covers or whatever. That's when I started, and I never went back. So I never went back. And then I was heavy into it. My channel was all X-Men related. And then I did 2 years of Krakoa. I did 2 years of this Krakoa era, and then I bailed. I was like, guys, this is brutal. And I didn't just read X-Men. I read every mutant related book and reviewed every one of them. And I bought them all. No pirating. I bought every X-Men book that came out, I purchased. And I was like, and I gave up because it's so, and then they rebooted it again. And it's awful. Immediately right back to the being boring. X-Men was exciting. It was topical. The characters were interesting. It checked all of the boxes for what you want. It has my superhero thing that they're in costume. Yeah. They fight villains, hologram covers, all that stuff. FK with the super sticker. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, buddy. What's the sticker? I can't see it. Let me see. It's just it's a happy face. Thanks, man. I'll what do I have? How about Sybil Danning? How everyone likes Sybil Danning. And,
is that from The Howling?
It is. Well, hold on. It's from The Howling Part 2.
Oh, The Howling Part 2.
The Howling Part 2, yes. But thank you, FK. I appreciate that. Hologram covers. I love all that stuff. It's great.
Oh, God.
Super stickers look cool. They actually come up in red on StreamYard. It looks really neat.
Nice.
You guys can't see that, but what I see, it's like this huge red. Ever since I got monetized, I always used to think, why do people do these? But when I got monetized, I see if you go to one of these channels that has like 400 people chatting, you can't see anything. Like some nights, even when we're doing Avengers or something, I can't read the chat. It is so fast, you cannot see anything. And so I get it, because I'll see some people, like if you go on any one of these big boys channels, you can't even, I don't even know how they even see anything.
No, the chat goes too fast. Now I've got to ask a question here, right?
Yeah.
When did the Mortal Kombat video game come out?
1990 something, because it's Mortal Kombat's 1990. Let me see.
I can't look it up right now, but if somebody in chat could look that up, when the first Mortal Kombat video game, the arcade game, the one for arcade,
I'm gonna say 91. I'm gonna say 91.
I reckon it's
92.
89.
It's
It's 92.
92.
Okay,
92.
because what's going to happen next is a Mortal Kombat thing.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah,
No,
that's
but
exactly what I was thinking. Test
I
your might.
Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, I don't remember losing a match against anybody.
Oh,
I'm like, I once beat my friend 50 in a row. He didn't even win one out of the best 2 out of 3. I just won 50 straight, and we got noob sideball. We couldn't believe it. I was an expert on that game. But yeah, here we go.
Here it comes. This is the Mortal Kombat moment. This is like, your soul is mine.
It's mine.
This is the Shang Tsung moment.
He releases. This is so cool though. Okay, so he released all of these. Now, not they're gonna fight in the next one, right? They don't fight here. This is almost over.
Yeah,
this is over.
I've got a name for these guys though. You ready?
Yeah, yeah.
The obvious 4.
Yeah, nunchucks.
Nunchucks. Shuriken. What does she do? She throws Shuriken.
What
Nunchucks.
blow dart.
What does he do? He's got nunchucks for hands.
Yeah.
Blow dart. What does he do? Oh, there's a great Halo joke coming up, or a quip coming up about blow dart. It's quite funny and very inappropriate, but
no.
yeah, and stone axe. He's got an axe made of stone.
Yep.
The obvious 4.
The obvious 4. It's like, and that is, it's like, my brother, come forth, my brother.
It's Maseo. Oh,
so
God.
Maseo is Katana's husband and also Takeo's brother.
Brother, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. All right.
It took me a couple reads to work that out. And Takeo, he's an arsehole. When you read the next issue, he's a terrible person.
He's very careful, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
He's very careful.
Yeah, nunchucks for hands. No wonder he's a pissed off all the time.
Do you know how nunchucks? Do you know the size of nunchucks?
Got nunchucks for hands.
So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take your palm, and then the chain of the nunchuck should be the length of your palm, and then the length of the wood should be your wrist to your elbow. That's the proper size. Do you have nunchucks? Yeah, there you go. That's good. Let's see.
Yeah.
Does it fit your palm?
Let's see. No, it's a little bit big.
It's a little bit big. Okay, so that's okay. That's close enough. And how about, is one the size from your wrist to your elbow?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
A little bit bigger.
A little bit low.
So pretty good. Pretty good.
I've had these quite some time.
I
only play with them outside though.
I used to be pretty good. With them. All right.
They're like the most impractical weapon ever. You know?
I mean, you can, like, I've seen guys try to use them. They're not the greatest, and they look cool. It's more for looks.
They do. They look cool. That's the joy of them.
Batman's on the red phone here. It's Commissioner Gordon's going to call him at any moment. Here.
Look what he says. Have you read his caption there? What he says to himself.
I could learn to like it here, because it's Japan, and Japan's awesome.
Hasn't he already been there though?
Yeah, I think so. But listen, everyone loves Japan. It's just everybody.
Didn't he learn jiu-jitsu there? Anyway,
I would literally go and retire in Japan and just be cool there and just hang out. All right. Okay, so here they come, the whole team. So Batman is a bit more in this issue now. He's doing more stuff, but it's still Katana's story. You'll have your chance, Katana. So we're taking notes of the deaths, right?
Yeah, it's bat burglary is what happens.
Bat burglary, yeah.
So hang on. So deaths so far, we've only got one question mark.
Right. So we're not sure.
We got a question mark.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, isn't that for the staff for the map room for the Ark of the Covenant? Oh, sorry.
Hey, so FK saying he lived outside. I guess lived outside of Tokyo for 3 years. That's awesome. All right, here's this. Look at this cheap guy. Yakuza master. Yamashiro. You will obey me, Yamashiro. It's like, It's like, oh yeah. And look at Maseo. He's like, I don't really want to do this.
Well, he's been commanded. He's under a spell, right? So they have to obey. And he's been ordered to kill his wife, not just fight the outsiders, but kill his wife.
Yep.
And that's
biblical measurement, cubit.
What an arsehole.
Yeah.
Now you have to say here, J-Man, it's like the Outsiders suddenly forget how to fight in this
Yeah,
next
this is
fight scene.
like, okay, look, Batman should wipe the floor with these people have been trapped in this blade for whatever centuries or what, like there's like that axe guy's like, I mean prehistory or whatever. but
Stone
anyway,
axe.
he's stone axe, right? So I mean they should just get destroyed, right? But I mean it's a comic book.
Like Black Lightning, there's issues today where Black Lightning forgets he has lightning powers for a while. It's like he's just beating people up, and it's like, if you'd zapped that guy, it would have been so much easier.
Yeah,
Oh well. That's fine.
The Matrix Reloaded theory. Let me fight 1,000 Agent Smiths. Yes, J-Man. Can't you fly? Like you flew in part 1. Why don't you just fly? It's like, but that won't look as cool. Oh, okay.
No. Well, is this part of the Marvel formula they're copying, where round 1 the good guys have to lose?
Yeah, that's
and it's a bit goofy, but oh well.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Rocky formula. Someone loses a fight and then Rocky wins, except for part 1. That's the formula for all the Rockies. It's like so it doesn't have to be him. Apollo lost in 4 and then he won. Okay, so there's it's ape law. Yeah, the ape does not kill ape. I can guarantee you that. At least not until part 5 of the real Planet of the Apes movies, not the fake ones. Tetsuo, you're back. It's like I'm back, but I'm not. He just punched her in the face. This is spousal abuse. Trigger warning.
Terrible.
Trigger
Domestic violence warning.
Domestic violence. Where's my
domestic violence is not a laughing matter. It's very serious.
Indeed. Even Dorothy is upset over it.
He doesn't want to, but I mean, he's under an evil spell. What can you say?
Yeah. Oh, sure. This is for all the times that she messed up his dumplings or something. I don't know. So they're fighting each other. She doesn't want to fight him, but he's
now. I looked at this quickly before. I didn't quite get it. At my first look, I thought that guy hit Geoforce in the groin with his stone axe.
No, it's more in his
it's
chest
guts.
there.
Oh, okay. But how is that going to hurt Geoforce? Right.
Right.
Right. Oh.
Oh
well.
It's a stone axe. Like I mean, I feel like The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson could get out of that one or whatever.
Indeed.
So we've got what was her name? Shuriken.
But they're magic Shuriken though. So fair enough, they can hurt him because he's quite. You find Metamorpho gets nerfed or taken out very early because of course his powers are so adaptable. He can solve most problems, right? But he gets magic is a real problem for him. So he gets there's Black Lightning. Forget. Oh man, if only I had some long range attack.
Yeah, like shooting light.
That would come in handy.
Like theoretically, Black Lightning and Metamorpho could clean and Geoforce and even Halo. I mean, these 4 could wipe out any team.
Can you scroll back a little bit?
Yep.
Can you scroll back to the page before? Okay, you have to read the Halo bubble back of it. Okay, down. Sorry, next page, please. And you have to read Halo's comment. Go down a bit. Can you see that? Can you read that?
Oh gosh,
read what she says there.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to you after you left Fantasy Island.
So she's making a little person joke.
She is making the plane. Boss, it's the plane. Oh no,
I had a good laugh out of that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was funny.
And nobody remembers that show anyway, so it's not. Like it's going to be like a. All right, so back to
can I put in a plug here for anyone who's listening for the first time, never been on J-Man's stream before? This is the sort of thing that J-Man has a great passion for is science fiction and comic books and movies and things of the past that are really classic and are worth preserving. So if you're not a member of the channel, consider it. It's not very expensive and it keeps really good stuff alive, and it's something I really enjoy. So, and I love getting these things out of the G drive and having a read and remembering these great comics. Man, I'd forgotten all about Mike Grell's run on Green Arrow, and that's a revelation. That is. So, anyway, if you're listening, subscribe, become a super friend. Why not?
Thank you so much.
It's definitely worth times.
And oh my goodness, belittling. Stop it.
Oh.
If you continue with that, it's going to be a short stream. Oh no. Oh my goodness. It's terrible. It's absolutely it's absolutely terrible. All right. So Blue Halo this time. I forgot. I don't remember what any of these. I'm never going to remember what any of these.
One's a tractor beam. It might be the blue one.
Somebody's
they're like, run away, run away.
Run away. Yeah, like in
Holy Grail there. Run away. Stop short.
Stop it. Got short fuse. That's fine. Short temper. Okay, so here comes Batman and everybody else. Okay. Oh no. So I think it is a tractor beam because she's lifting up.
It's Katana. She's got Katana there.
Okay, so that's what that does. And then Black Lightning can't fly, right?
No, he can't.
Geo-Force says kind of did something to help him out.
He's negated gravity, I guess. Into this.
I guess so.
Anyway.
Yeah, whatever. Look at this. I like look at this. You could see that she's had like
injuries,
some injuries and stuff. Interesting. His nickname is Tiny. No. Oh my god.
He has to use a short range weapon.
Oh my god. Wow. Not until you show me what you picked up in Nogori's headquarters. It's nothing. It's this. Whoa. It's origami.
Dun.
Wait a minute.
And now an important flashback.
This means you're a replicant. No, that's from Blade Runner. Okay.
Well, this though is really sad.
It is.
This is really sad, and it makes you feel terrible for Katana.
Yeah. So she was raised in Japan, of course. So this is flashback. You can tell by the squiggly. So she starts to learn martial arts and all that, and then of course there's the two men, right? Masao and Takeo. But she only loved Masao. So Takeo did not take that well. Okay. This is like Karate Kid 2. Sato and Miyagi.
Yeah, but worse.
And worse.
But it's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah. Can I review Super? No, I'm not going to, Skeptic. I bought that comic and I bought it without reading it, and I was absolutely infuriated. Okay. So they get married, but he becomes Yakuza and gets the dragon tattoo.
Have you seen Have you seen what's it good? Oh god, Tokyo Vice. Have you seen Tokyo Vice?
I don't think so. Let me see.
No, really enjoyable series. Sorry, you haven't seen it. Don't worry about it.
No, I have not seen it.
All right, Ken Watanabe.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, check out it. Watch one episode. If you like the first one, you like the whole thing.
Yeah. My wife watches anything. Well, this isn't Japanese; it's English, right? But my wife watches Japanese shows on Netflix. That's all she does is all day. If you go to her Netflix profile, the entire thing is Japanese. It's like recommended because you like this. It's full. And that's how I know I'm on her profile. I'm like, what is this? Where's my shows? It's like, oh shit! I'm on my wife's thing. It's all Japanese. Not that I don't love the Japanese stuff. I do, but she just like consumes them all.
Korean shows is my wife's thing. She loves Korean drama.
I've seen Tokyo. I think I own Tokyo Gore Police. I might own that, but I own a lot of those Japanese gore, whatever movies. I think I own Gore Police. I've seen it anyways. So she has the babies, 2 babies, and everything turns out fine. Here's this lady.
Until
the 2 swords. It's the Kingpin. No. It's Kingpin and Penguin mixed together. Carnes.
That's the guy she kills in the very first issue in Markovia.
Yes.
Now that we can't count that as body count for this issue because she killed him in issue 1.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. So they've got the swords. So then he comes over as a ninja, of course. Busts down the thing. Slash. Here comes what's his name? Masao,
yeah.
and then boom, it falls down. The flame candle falls down. Flame. This guy's holding a panda for F's sakes. Children, you have grown careless, Maceo. And if you expect mercy, foolish.
Yep. So he kills him.
Maceo. And then she goes to Slash. So he's dead. Mommy and Daddy. So now the soul has gone into the sword. His soul is in the sword.
Yeah.
And
And the children die. Oh God, it's like, and it's all Takeo. He's killed his brother and his niece and nephew because he started the fire that burns the place down.
Yeah. So there you go. And then Katana grows big and stomps on the world. No, this is just so there the flames burn down, and there you go. So this is actually Batman should be like totally on her side. Like this is even worse. This is like the reverse. You know how they did that, I don't know, that parallel world in DC where it's Thomas Wayne that becomes the
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Flashpoint. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Yeah, that's right. Mohammed is here. How's it going? You have read Fantastic Four issue 60. I've read that one too. And Amazing Spider-Man issue 23. I've read that one as well. I started reading X-Men issue 126, Forever People issue 4. I've read Forever People issue 4. 126 of X-Men I probably read 100 years ago, but I'm going to reread all those for my channel. Those are all good comics. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Those are all
Hope
very
Ramadan
good.
is going well for you, Muhammad. It's Ramadan at the moment. Because I have a
Oh,
Muslim
is it?
friend
Okay.
who told me. Yeah, so he's fasting at the moment, so it's like
Okay.
it's not easy. Because it's our summer as well down here, so it's a bit easier in the northern hemisphere because it's winter, right? But
How long is the
How
long is the fast?
sunrise to sunset.
Oh, okay. I did I think I did a 27-hour fast, not for any reason other than I was going to a convention, and prior to that I had like terrible like not upset stomach, but food poisoning. And I was like, and I got over it in time to go to the convention, and I'm like, I'm not eating anything just in case it triggers something. So I ate nothing. I just drank water. And then I didn't even drink water for about like, I don't know, 17 hours or something. I was like, because I had to go to this convention. I didn't want to have any issues. So everyone's like, well, you did a 27-hour fast. I'm like, not for the reasons you're thinking. But I do my fasting anyways because I only eat at 11 and 4. So every day that's when I eat anyway. So, okay. There's the origin. They've got the little paper, the origami, to show where the base is, and we got the shurikens. It's like, stay close, Katana. Halo, this is rough on her. It's like, you bet. It's like, all right. There's this guy with his shades. Looks like friggin' Wonder Man.
Well, not in the Disney show.
Yeah. Oh, not the Disney version one. No, that's like the alternate, one. They keep doing these alternate versions as an excuse to swap around characters. You're like, like everyone's onto your game now, man. Like, I mean, it does. Wonder Man's one of my favorite characters, and I have a tattoo of Wonder Man, but Silver Surfer is the one that really pissed me off for Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Nathan Fillion was born to play Wonder Man.
Yeah, that was a great casting. And Fantastic Four looks like a cool movie, except in the back of my mind, I know that Silver Surfer's wrong. Otherwise, it looks like a fun movie. Like, it actually looks fun. I thought, hey, this looks really fun. But in the back of my stupid head, I keep thinking, oh, God, it's going to be that garbage Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I'm still going to see it.
Oh, of course.
Okay, here come the obvious four.
Obvious four.
Lurking in the bushes. The obvious four attack.
Whoa. Oh, blow dart. There you go.
He attacked him from short range.
Yeah, those are not good short range weapons. I'll tell you that much.
Blow darts.
No, the convention wasn't in Mexico. It was in Niagara Falls. Red sunglasses. Matt Murdock. Scott Summers. Someone was Scott. Yeah, all three of my favorite characters. Wow, you know what's really disturbing? That's three of my favorite characters. I have a Scott Summers tattoo and a Wonder Man tattoo, and I am going to get. I was supposed to get a Matt Murdock. I was supposed to get a Daredevil tattoo this year and Wonder Woman, but I can't because of the heart attack. I'm on blood thinners. I get the smallest. I'm on a few blood thinners. I get the smallest nick here. It is just bleeding. I got a little thing on my lip, just dry lips. Blood is like leaking down.
Is that warfarin or something like that?
I don't know what I'm on a couple of different, like,
Well, look after yourself, man.
yeah.
How are we going to live without your Doctor Who reviews? I cannot wait till you get to the 5 Doctors. I'm looking forward to
Oh,
that.
I love the 5 Doctors.
Yeah.
It's 10 out of 10, even though one of them is a different actor, and 4 is not in it.
Well, he kind of is. He kind of is. He makes a cameo.
Shada deleted footage or whatever. Okay, blow dart. That is not a good close range weapon. I'll say that.
Is there any? Do you recognize this guy Fisher from any particular Batman comics of the past? Do you recognize this guy at all?
No. Who is he? Do you know? Is it somebody?
They're having some sort of criminal summit there. You know, they're having him and the Oil Bun are having some sort of wheeling and dealing. Though I don't think it's ever really explained. He's just there, and the obvious 4 have to take him out for some reason.
Yeah, it's just for whatever reason, I don't know. But here they come. Here comes the good guys. Here comes the helicopter. They're gonna shortchange him. Oh my god. Okay, no. They open the door. Here comes the obvious 4. Yeah, and I don't understand where this guy was going. You're not gonna beat the obvious 4. Like, it's like immediately shuriken to the hand. That's gonna hurt.
unless you trap Nunchaku in a room with a door handle.
Yeah, I can't open the door
and close the door. How is he going to get out if there's no windows and there's a door with a handle? He's stuffed.
Do you think he can take his? Did they ever say are they actually his hands, or can he take that off and have
I don't know. I don't think he ever appears again. I think he's just a one-shot kind of goofy villain.
One-shot wonder. Upstairs.
Sorry.
I'm tired all the time. I yawn all the time, and I'm like my wife. I was like, I'm just autumn. I can go to sleep right now. I'm always tired. I stay up till like 11:30. But then I'll go to sleep at like 9, then wake up and then go do stuff and then go back. Old age. I used to work from 6 p.m. to 2 in the morning. And that completely, that's how I gained like so much weight, because my food was all garbage. I wasn't moving around. I was sleeping shitty. I gained like 60 pounds or something or whatever it was.
Wow.
Like over 3 years or whatever it was. Like it was just insane. I've lost, like I'm back. I'm normal size now, or like good size for me. But like, yeah. I was way overweight. That's why I had the heart attack. I was diabetic. I had diabetes, but I just barely escaped it. The doctor's like, "Can you lose 100 pounds?" It's like, I fucking will. I said, if I have to, I will. And I did. So that was a tough time. But anyways, okay, let's continue on.
Oh, there's a key moment there. Key moment.
Okay, so wait, let's see. Okay, hold on. Now the outsiders haven't killed anybody yet, so hold on a second.
No, I'm not counting. I'm only counting outsiders' bodies. I'm only counting the people they kill.
Oh, they kill, right? Okay.
Yep. One's coming up.
Filthy Outlanders. Speak for yourself, Shorty. No. So
those are big words coming from you.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, that's a tall order, Narc. Okay, you're gonna take us out, eh? That's a tall order. You may slay me, Maseo, but I will never hurt you. So, like, she's not gonna fight back.
Yet.
So here's the orange.
Yeah.
Stop me. No, Maseo, no. Throws the.
So that's a definite one. Because she's just killed Maseo.
Right, but he was already dead, and his soul. Yeah. It's a gray area. Put it down.
I'll put a question mark.
Put a question mark. Why not?
There's no question about the next one though.
Okay, goodbye, Maseo. Well, yeah, okay. Takeo, come closer, Tetsu. Oh, are you okay? Yeah, not yet. No, okay. Well, yeah, but I'm better. That is awesome. Please, Tetsu.
And Batman's right there, and he's like, "That was okay."
Yeah, well, whatever. That guy was a piece of garbage. So
he deserved it, right? But Batman doesn't operate that way.
That is true.
Batman doesn't operate that way. Batman's not about, well, the Joker's just killed 500 people and he deserves it. So, he doesn't know how he operates. So, yeah. It's a very gray area for Batman.
Did you see that you saw the Legends of the Dark Knight video I did on that duel, right? Did you see that or no? I'll send that
Oh,
comic.
maybe I haven't. Is it the one where he's carrying the one where Batman's carrying
Yeah.
a burden the whole time?
Yeah, he's carrying the burden. Yeah, and he literally. So for people in the chat, if you want to know the Batman no kill thing, he literally. I've got a review of it. It's it's Batman Legends of the Dark Knight annual #1. The annual is called Duel, and it's Batman carrying this burden in literally a sack, and he's fighting aliens and zombies and Nazi soldiers and monsters and alien beings. And throughout this entire time, the magic that Warlock, like some witch woman and Talia and all that, and it's like through this entire book, he's carrying this sack, and at the very end, you see what's in the sack, and then they literally say, "Why don't you kill?" And he literally answers it and gives 2 or 3 reasons why he won't kill. That was awesome. It was like, you don't need to read another Batman. That's the definitive. He says, well, "Here's why I won't kill." That's it. So,
well, even Frank Miller got that right in Dark Knight Returns, because the mutant, there's that a moment where the mutant leader, he has him in his sights in the Batmobile. He says, "I could press this trigger and blast him from the face of the earth, but then I'd be crossing a line I set for myself 30 years ago." Right. And he won't, like he won't kill him. And he won't even kill the Joker. Right.
No, he won't
and
kill
that's
the Joker, yeah.
That's what drove me insane about Batman versus Superman, right? It's like Zack Snyder, because I love Man of Steel. I love that movie.
Yeah.
But in Batman versus Superman, it's like Zack Snyder looked at the pictures in Dark Knight Returns and thought, "Ooh, that looks cool," but didn't read it at all. Because Batman has no intention of killing Superman at the end of that story. None. What he wants Superman to go on and live. He absolutely does. And he himself, people, complain about, "Oh, Batman beats Superman, blah, blah, blah." But he literally has to die to win that fight. Right.
Yeah.
So to me, I know that you have some reservations about it, but
well, I like Dark Knight Returns for sure. I like that comic, but the movie I don't like. Question for you: are you a fan of the Beatles?
Yeah, I am. My parents had Hard Day's Night on vinyl when they were alive, and I used to grow up sort of listening to that. So I do like the Beatles. Let It Be is a wonderful album. Not a huge Beatles fan, but the Beatles are just one of the greatest bands in history. Yeah.
I don't know too much. I'm not a big Beatles guy. I just haven't heard too much. I mostly listen to metal.
Okay, all right.
When I was, but I'm not a super big music guy. But like it's like Black Sabbath or I like Iron Maiden's my favorite band.
Nice.
So all that. So I like Judas Priest.
That guy's quite amazing. The Iron Maiden guy, Bruce Dickinson.
Oh,
I
saw him twice.
He's a commercial pilot, but he's also a very, very high-level fencer.
Yes,
I think he fences for Britain internationally occasionally.
No, he's awesome. And I've seen him. Ozzy is good. Yeah, Dio's the best for sure. Bieber? What are you talking about? Who's
Justin? No, he's from Stratford, Ontario.
Dio's the best. I prefer I like the first 4 Black Sabbath albums, and then I actually like the 2 Dio albums the best. And I think Mob Rules might be a little bit better than Heaven and Hell, even though people mostly think the reverse. But anyways, okay. Issue number, so it's 13, and then it's the annual.
Yeah.
So Batman was poisoned by the blow dart. So now the outsiders have to kind of.
Little did he know.
Yeah, look at that. He should have worn the Robert Pattinson armor or whatever, and then he wouldn't have.
I'm just trying to work in some more terrible short puns, but for blow dart.
Okay.
I wonder if those characters ever showed up again. Anyway.
I don't know. We could check after.
Oh God.
All right. So
now this is a guest artist, isn't it? This is Dan Day and Pablo Marco on art today.
Yes,
I think.
Where's the thing? Hold on. Dan Day and Pablo Marcos, guest artists.
Now, what was Dan Day also reasonably well known for? because I think it may have been on a Clobby stream that you were on. You guys brought up Dan Day. Did he do Legion for a while?
Maybe. Let me see. Comic artist. Let me take a look. See, I'm the worst for I don't know anyone's names and stuff. I never used to pay it. He did do some Batman stuff, which I have some of his issues. So as a kid, movies were my thing. But like in terms of like, how did they make it? Who's the director? Comic books, music, like I know Bruce Dickinson, I know Adrian Smith, I know a couple of the names, but I've memorized like every Iron Maiden song, and I can sing this whole song, but I do not know who wrote the song. I don't know if it was Bruce or Adrian. I don't know. Oh, what did you think of this guy's drums? And they replaced the drummer. I'm like, I didn't, unless it was Dio, where it went from Ozzy to Dio, and it's very clearly that's not Ozzy and this is a new guy. You know what I mean? Like, unless it was really obvious, or unless it was Jack Kirby, it's like, oh, this is Jack Kirby. Okay, that's all. Any of these other guys, even Jim Aparo was not a name to me until I started to go back, and I was buying a lot of the Batman comics that I had as a kid that I gave away to people. And then I was like, hey, this Jim Aparo keeps coming up. I'm like, oh man, I must have really liked this guy because all the ones I owned were Jim Aparo. It's not because I think he's better than Dan Day or whatever. I wasn't thinking of it in that way. I was just like, so Frank Miller, I know Frank Miller, and I know maybe Neil Adams or something, like, you know what I mean? Maybe like the super top guys.
Yeah. There's some guy named Byrne, apparently. Some Byrne guy. He was apparently quite good.
I like John Byrne. McClobby did not like. Oh, he liked John Byrne.
I know.
He likes.
He liked the art.
He loved and hated John Byrne. He loved him on some things and hated him on others. But I like John Byrne in general. Okay.
Yeah. So in the chill of the night, this issue is called.
Chill of the night. Okay, Gotham Central Hospital. Nurse, we've got Batman here. He's dying. It's
yay.
Does he have health insurance?
Take a number, pal.
Take a number.
Geoforce gets a bit rough there.
He's pissed off. He's like, listen, Dr. Carter here. You better, get some shit going here. Didn't we save you a few? It's like, basically, didn't we save your ass a couple issues ago? Like, what's your problem?
Look what Tatsu says to Halo, though. In that bubble just down the bottom, down the bottom of the page there.
You can't die. Each of us must one day, Halo. We must all die.
Oh, real samurai attitude there.
Yeah, get with the program, Halo. So now this is kind of weird. Okay, well, they're recapping here. You got the dart. Okay, fine. It was actually in his shoulder, but anyways, not to nitpick, but it's only because we just read it.
Are you saying you're trying to make the story short?
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to make it short. There's going to be so many short jokes or whatever. Okay, so it's like, I see, but without a larger sample of the poison, finding an antidote is almost impossible, or at least before he dies. So they need to get a sample of it. No, easy Geoforce. Doc, isn't there something we can perhaps, maybe
here we go.
Metamorphose like a hockey puck or something.
But look what his course of treatment is. This is like the most implausible. I mean, yeah, this is almost like some Bob Haney stuff. It's like the course of treatment is essentially walk it off.
Yeah.
Walk it off, Batman.
So they have to sweat it out, basically. They have to
sweat it out.
Make Batman go through as much actions and whatever in order for him to. But then Batman starts hallucinating.
Yeah.
Well, here's where they find his identity.
Here we go. Here's a shocking twist.
It's a twist. What? He's Bruce Wayne. Oh my God. I never suspected. Yeah.
Do you feel like Geoforce's intelligence, like in a couple of these issues, he's at college studying. Do you feel like his intelligence goes up and down depending on the issue? Yeah, in some issues, he's brilliant. Some he's a bit of a twit.
Yeah. I never suspected. Oh. And it's like, if he can teach me to protect my identity as well as he protects his own, it's like, well, your hair is going to stand out, your accent's going to stand like.
You're a 5'1" Japanese woman.
Yeah, this Uma Thurman Pulp Fiction hair and a samurai sword. It's like, anyway, so they're all surprised. So now the rest of this is Batman sort of going through a weird origin, like a hallucinative origin experience. I don't know what to like. What
Semi. Some of it, yeah, some of it's hallucination, some of it's real.
Right.
But there's some crazy stuff in this issue, and it reintroduces one of Batman and the Outsiders' sort of recurring antagonists, and one of his most ridiculous henchmen.
I've read Neil Adams' Batman Omnibus. Oh, nice. Blue Batman suit's the best.
Wow,
yes, I agree with that. Here.
Neil Adams makes anything better. Did you ever read what was it called? Neil Adams went and did a whole bunch of his own stories. Like there was Megalith and Armor, and like he basically a bunch of his own independent comics where he drew them all, and yeah, they're really, really quite enjoyable. It didn't go very long though.
Let me see. I'll have to look them up. Yeah, now with that website gone, it's hard to look up stuff. It's like I used to use that as a reference.
Yeah, it's a really good reference. That.
Yeah, it was okay, so remembering his parents getting killed. So
yes, so the course of treatment, we're going to make you relive your most fundamental and trauma of your entire life to make you better. Good plan.
Yeah, Batman, this is your life. It's like, okay, so he's reliving all this. He starts to beat up Joe Chill, I guess. Gets hit with the gun. Like, surely he should be able to beat him up.
Well, it's not really Joe Chill.
It's not really Joe Chill, though. Yeah,
it's Metamorpho.
Yeah. So they're making him like. So this is so weird.
They're making him relive the worst trauma of his life.
Yeah. So now that they found out it was Bruce Wayne, Metamorpho makes himself look like Joe Chill, and then the others dress up as his parents.
It's like, my mother wasn't. I don't remember my mother being Japanese. That's been
that's what's going on. So it's like they dressed up as his parents to like trick him or whatever. So look at this weird. Oh my god, that's the stuff in Nightmares. This like facial mask here. And it's like so Geoforce. So it's Geoforce and Halo. Those are the two. Sorry, it's those.
Oh, was it Halo? Halo, of course. Yeah. I thought it was.
That would have been funny if it was Katana. But Katana's following him around, right? So she's like, so now he's going crazy and flying around, and she's like following him.
It's ninja silhouette time.
Yeah. Yes, that's cool. I like that. This is a double page, I believe.
She stops to slash someone.
Yeah, so this guy's getting. There's a guy with a gun here trying to mug someone. Did his fingers get cut off?
Is what? Sorry.
Are the fingers cut off?
I don't know. They might be. That guy. I'm gonna put that guy down as a body count because he probably bleeds to death. Like she's just slashed him with the sword.
Yeah. What the hell's going on here?
He's probably dead.
Yeah.
Or horribly injured.
I'm back of reading Ghost Rider. Oh, so I love Son of Satan. Damien Hellstrom. Yeah, he's Hellstrom. Yeah, he's the best. He's a Marvel hero. It's here in St. Louis. I don't remember exactly, but I have a lot of those issues. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend psychological torment. That's right.
Yeah, if that's the standard of.
Why don't you torment?
If that's the standard of care at Gotham General, I think I might seek a second opinion on that one.
Yeah, and people are complaining about our healthcare. It's like, what do you think?
Yeah.
So he's gone. I failed you. Oh no, it's okay. You're fine. It's all right. We'll find him. So
okay, the bottom of the page. I love this. It's Morgan Jones, right? And he gets a call on his criminal tip line. Ooh, Batman's this guy here.
Batman's whack.
Batman's lost the plot. Yeah. So he calls Mr. T. I mean Mame.
Yeah, Mr. T. It's like, look, okay, I'm gonna clip this page and put what if Mr. T was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's like when did Mr. T join Shield, and how is Shield in the Batman comic?
I don't think he says I pity the fool, but I kind of wish he did.
Yeah,
But he shows up from time to time. That's Mame. Oh.
You know, with a name like that, he was going to be a villain. Like, I like this. I like how the buildings look like monsters, though. See, it's like a monster face, and this is a monster face, and this is a monster face.
Snakes.
And snakes. That's cool. Snakes and ladders. It's like, oh, see, they're all. I like how the buildings are all monsters.
Isn't it nice though that the Joker, the Riddler, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Penguin, Scarecrow, all of Batman's regular adversaries have taken time off so that Batman can spend more time training the outsiders. I think it's great that they've just, they've had a bit of put their activities on hiatus to give Batman some breathing room. Right.
That was very nice of them. Batman put out a thing. All right, guys, listen, I got to train the outsiders. So Joker's like, but I had something really devilish planned. I don't care, Joker. I don't have time to mess with you right now. I'm helping the outsiders. So I'm training them. Once I train them, you'll have more guys that you can kill and to try to piss me off. So the inking and coloring is awesome. Shadows look nice. Yeah. Watch out for snakes. All right. This guy could have been like a blaxploitation character. That would have been he would have been a cool.
He kind of is. Really.
He kind of is. I just pre-ordered volume 1 of the blaxploitation sets. So there's a bunch of movies I needed, so I'm very happy with those. I would definitely do a stream on it because I'm actually a pretty well-versed blaxploitation fan, but then I might get canceled, so I better not.
Yeah.
It's like
in 2025, yeah, probably.
What do you know about it? Well, I own like 30 movies, so I don't know. I know somewhat of a pretty good. Anyways, okay. So there's Batman here coming to these guys. I love how this guy's like, oh, I bought a gun. So it's just like so random. This guy's like, check out this cool gun I bought. It's awesome.
Let's rob this liquor store. And then Batman scares them out of it.
Yeah. It's like, what? What's wrong? We weren't going to do nothing. We weren't even going to do nothing. It's like, and they drop the gun. It's like, well, you better get going there. Shut up, dummy. Let's go. Damn it. Spent a whole week's pay on that piece. We might not be able to get it back. It's like, all right, let's go get some girls.
1984, like, different time.
Yeah, we lost our guns, so let's go, hang out with some chicks or whatever. So yeah, this guy's got the call that Batman's lost his mind, and here's the look at all these gas mask guys.
Yeah, he shows up. So Mame shows up with a small army, including someone who's got a weapon that happens to be an anti-metamorpho spray.
Of course,
isn't that convenient?
Never go anywhere without your anti-metamorpho gun. It's like, I'm glad we brought that up. And then you could just tell this guy was like, dude, why are you bringing that anti-metamorpho gun? He's like, I don't know. I've got a strange feeling about this one. I better take it with me. And he's like, all right. And then you see, I told you that'd come in handy.
Yeah, I told you so.
I told you so. I don't want to be that guy who said I told you so, but I think I'm going to be that guy who says I told you so because I'm going to tell you so right now.
This is kind of it's such a goofy episode, a goofy issue. This one. Evil laugh time.
Not the evil laugh. There's Batman on the roof jumping down. Shark repellent. Yep, the Legend of the. You love those films, nice. Shaft is they say that Cat Shaft is one bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm not talking about Shaft.
Talking about Shaft.
Yeah. We can dig it. And they lost their gun. Alec Baldwin picks it up. No. Save those for Sunday, buddy. Sunday's Alec Baldwin's.
Wish I could join you for that. Well, I wish I could tune in because I'm at work at the time. I got a lot of thoughts about the Shadow.
You can if you want to come in, you can.
Oh no, I can't. I'll be at work. So, but yeah, and also I can't show up too often, or I'll put your guests or your fans off. But
No.
Anyway, I pity the fool. Don't have an anti-metamorpho gun. I think the Shadow was ruined in editing because actually all the elements of a good movie are there. There's some really good stuff there, but
I like it.
the way it hangs together, you can tell it feels very disjointed. You know.
Did you see
I
some
saw it at the
guy
cinema.
post? So did I. There's a guy who did a lot of the parts in black and white. It's on. It's free. It's on YouTube. Just go on YouTube. So afterwards, whenever you have time, do Shadow as black and white.
Oh wow!
It looks awesome because it actually looks like a cereal all of a sudden, and like the fog hides. So then when he comes out, you're like, oh shit, right? Like it's so good. Anyway, here they come. They got the gun.
There's Mr. T.
So did he kill him here? Did he snap his neck?
No.
Right.
Mame shows up much later. And look, the next panel,
the
outsiders remember how to fight again. It's oh, wait a minute. Remember that time we defeated an entire invading army? Oh, right. That's right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Now we're the best again.
Yeah.
And then Batman's okay. Yay, I'm good. Ta-da! We're all good now. Okay, so I guess that's it. He's fine. Batman just needs to beat up people. That's all.
Just need to relive my fundamental trauma and be tormented by the death of my parents again. No, right. That's all.
That's it. Sin City 5, that movie, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's Mr. T, except he's white. My understanding is that there are two different cuts. Okay. One was very serious, one was more camping. They ended up combining and making the film a bit disjointed. Yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, that's my impression, because I found the tone shifted really wildly. But I felt like there are moments where I was thinking, this is a really good movie. And the bits of it, like, where's this coming from? It's very strange.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, the American flag. Geoforce new costume.
Yep.
New costume alert. It's 1984. Do you know where your freedoms are? I don't know where they are. Where are they? Where's my freedom? Who's this? Who's this man?
It's B. Eric Blairman. He's the chairman of the American Security Agency. American
style. Lord of the Rings cartoon.
The American Security Agency of America. It's like the American Dodgeball Association of America, the American Security Agency of America, the ASAA.
Where are you guys stationed again? In America? Oh, okay. Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so here's our click.
So, isn't that 1984 though? Isn't that 1984 a slideshow?
Yes,
yes. And there's even a panel where they show us the slide projector.
Yeah.
Next slide.
How'd they get this picture with his eyes even? That's really close up.
And there's the projector.
Yeah.
My parents did slideshows in the 80s, so I can't complain.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go. What was this? What were these guys called? This called
is the Force of July.
Force of July.
Force of July. So you got Silent Majority. Lady Liberty, who's French, Major Victory, who's like discount Steve Rogers, but he's got his suit gives him superpowers. You got Sparkler, who's Japanese American, and Mayflower, who's an English immigrant.
I like Mayflower.
She's actually a lot more dangerous than you think. Silent Majority's he's one of those he's like Madrox's multiple man. He turns into
multiple man. She has her Liberty Orb thing.
Yeah. But yeah, she has she's like an energy projecting type character, same as Sparkler. So both she and Sparkler can fly and shoot energy blasts. But the torch is actually a bit of a distraction, to be honest. But
that's like, all right, so here comes Batman in this the leaning look like Batman's shadow on here. That's cool. So hey Batman, how's it going? Oh, security camera. It's like, here's the kicker. According to the videotapes, the stolen crate just vanished. What? No, it can't be. So cut
Teen Titans reference.
Yes. Oh yes. So basically, in Teen Titans, what's her face went all crazy or something, right?
Yeah, what happens in Teen Titans is the whole Judas contract storyline. Very controversial one. for a number of reasons. But essentially, Terra turns out to be a complete nutcase, and has been hired to kill the Titans, and she tries to, and ends up killing herself in the end.
Okay.
But remember last week we looked at, 2 weeks ago when we looked at the first few issues, and they teamed up the Titans and the Outsiders, that we learned that Tara actually did have positive feelings because she was a nutcase in the Teen Titans book, in the Perez book, Perez and Wolfman, that she actually did have she actually did care about Brian, that she actually cared about him. He was the one person that she meant something to her.
There's the live long and prosper, by the way.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Brian actually cameos in the issue where spoiler, where Tara dies. He appears at her funeral.
Okay.
With the Titans. Yeah. And they don't tell him that she went nuts and tried to kill him. They just say that she died fighting Deathstroke the Terminator or something like that. And they don't tell him she went nuts. Yeah,
so here's a little bit of a flashback. So basically, her costume looked like his. So now Halo has made him a new costume, and that's this one right here. So I like this one. I like this costume. It looks cool.
Yeah, me too.
I love how he's like, oh, the green represents the planet or Earth and stuff, and the gold is for how precious it is. And then she's like, I just put two colors together. I don't know what he's talking about.
and Tatsu's like, shh, just don't say anything.
just let it be. Yeah.
Let him have his moment.
Here comes Alfred with his some soup. Now, is this supposed to be Robin?
I don't know. I don't know who that is. Well, it's not Tim Drake yet, so I guess it. When's Jason Todd in the order of things? Is this before Jason Todd?
God, Jason Todd's like in the Batman 400s or something, I think.
Yeah, he's in the 80s though. I'm just trying to think of the year, right? So Jason, I can't remember when Jason Todd died. But I think we're looking late 80s though, and this is mid 80s. Jason
Todd. Let me see first appearance. First appearance was 357. Okay, that was 1983.
So that's probably Jason Todd then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it could be. He's got a sour look on his face.
And I think Robin has already become Nightwing by this stage. So, like Dick Grayson's become Nightwing. So, I think that probably is Jason Todd.
Yeah, and they show him here? They don't show him here in the flashback, so I don't know. Okay, so anyways, that was the.
So Batman gives him a mission, and it's a road trip.
Road trip. Dun, dun, dun. Check it out. Let's go. This is it. Whoa, it's a gun. What's going on? Who's this guy? This is private property. Okay, so what? We're down from Cleveland. Couldn't resist taking a closer look. No, you can't go take a look. And he's like, good thing the Batman gave us fake IDs. It's like, we're not going to learn anything through the normal reconnaissance. It's like, sounds like you need some unnormal recon, Jeff. Okay, so he's saying Dick. Yeah, it's Jason is what Classic is saying.
Yeah, it's Classic.
He became 80 in 84. Yes, he became Nightwing and Judas Contract. So
this is September 1984 because
right after
there's a really strong tie-in with real world events coming up in the next issue or two after this one.
All right, so there's Metamorpho with his fake mask or whatever. Kept thinking this is like, what's his face? It's like Nick Fury or something or whatever. So they've got this weapon, the anti-Nick Fury.
Yeah. It's Project Orwell. That doesn't sound incredibly evil at all.
I mean, like, did anyone piece that together? Wait a minute. George Orwell. That's... So Metamorpho, I like Metamorpho here. It's like, okay, so just get into costume. Like, they all have wearing their costumes underneath. They hop the wall. Here comes the Liberty or Force of July.
The Force of July, yeah.
The Force of July, and she's like holding her book.
Well, it's a shield actually. I think she uses it as a shield later on. We'll see.
I say you told me to pixel out something. Oh yeah. That's right. That was for the graphic. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Ah.
All right, so now it's going to be a battle. Boom, gets punched in the face. So she's got her torch here. Multiple man. Zip, 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 zip. Boom, 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 boom. Look at this guy showing off his buttocks.
There's a big pose there.
Yeah.
He didn't skip leg day or glutes day.
No.
But this bit's ridiculous. He's like, they beat the outsiders really easily.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. We'll just leave them with these soldiers. Come on, let's go.
It's no problem. Let's just go. It's like, oh yeah, here they are. Okay, soldiers. Yeah, there you go. What? Like they can't beat these guys? And then she halos them. Stasis aura. Okay, so yellow is the stasis aura.
I think it's meant to be green. Is the stasis aura, isn't it? I think it's green. I think yellow is really bright. Except that looks a little bit green.
Maybe they just kind of messed up the coloring a bit.
Possibly.
Project Orwell classified. Well, I wonder what it could be about. You know, it's like Project Hitler. What could that be about? I don't know. Like, what do you think it's about? It's about spying. So the thing is that they can turn any screen into like a monitoring device, basically. Yeah. Which is pretty neat. Like, I mean, imagine if that was your phone, you'd be like totally screwed. It's like every phone, you know, they're tapping into every phone and making it. So that's sort of the
surveillance state.
Yeah, and now they kind of they have a couple of team up, mini team ups. So Halo and Black Lightning team up. You know, these guys are just like, I'm showing up to work here. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. Here comes Halo and Black. Okay, so blue was the tractor beam there. Orange, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I guess red must be melting stuff. Oh, Black Lightning's, remember, he's got superpowers. Look at that.
Hey, shoot those guys. Oh, here comes the Sparkler. This guy's lame as hell.
Well, he's goofy looking and it's a silly name, but he's actually kind of dangerous. Like he took out Metamorpho before, and this fight does not go well for Halo and Black Lightning. It doesn't go well for them at all.
And here comes Multiple Man, and he's getting zapped, but then there's like massive explosions here. Good kick though, kick him in the head. That was pretty good.
Buff.
So and then lightning that guy. That's cool. And then what the hell is this? They're like shooting.
It's a hose. Yeah, to short out his electrical field, I think.
Like, can that? Yeah, I guess.
Well, remember how the Masters of Disaster kept him chained up, right?
Yes.
In that pool, so he couldn't use his electrical powers.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Also, he was psychologically. Oh no.
Yeah. He was feeling guilt about having not really caused the death, but been present for the death of whatever the young lady's name was. Poor thing.
Yeah. All right, we got her. This time they're going to stay down, right, Gabby? Okay, now it's...
I mean, not to be confusing, but silent majority, because he only speaks in one-word sentences. That's what they call him, Gabby, as in, a person who talks a lot. Not to be confused with Gabriel, which is Halo's name. So. Right.
So Katana and Metamorpho, the Element Man, team up. All right. There's like this investigative here. Acme. Oh no, not Acme Electronics. It's like, and again,
I have an order here for Wile E. Coyote. Sorry,
Wile E. Coyote. Yeah. It's like, oh, we need a transmitter. Oh, I love these flesh masks. These Mission Impossible masks. It's like, whoosh. Metamorpho became like, what the hell is this? He became some weird concrete thing. I don't know. Oh, here they are. That was Lady Liberty's calling card, Dragon Lady. This is what's it? Homelander.
Major Victory. He's basically Homelander.
It's like, but I've got an ace or two. Oh, Metamorpho just what, it made him slide or something? Like this was like,
He turns into Mercury, so he slips and smashes into the wall.
yeah. Come on. My sword snatched from my grasp. What could she do again? Your sword against the torch?
It's a bit unclear. It's kind of like she kind of has the powers the story needs her to have, but they involve shooting blasts of energy. She shoots clouds of smoke at one point, and then but she can fly and create a bubble around herself of energy. As Katana finds out in a moment, the torch isn't essential.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, okay. So he's this is cool. Nice punch to the face here. So she knocks. So the sword. She knocks the torch out of her hand, but it was actually just kind of directing the powers. It wasn't the source of using the powers. So then she,
No, the power's in Lady Liberty. So she zaps Katana.
The power's in you, Lone Star.
Yeah, so she's got the sort of this bubble that she flies around, and kind of like the old cartoon Magneto.
Yeah, I like that Magneto. I like the Magneto card.
Gosh,
Geoforce in my new costume. Oh, here comes what's her face?
Mayflower.
I like her. She's the coolest one for me out of all of these. I'll be back, Mr. Blairman, after I've taught Firebug a lesson. Now let's show them we're not that easy, girls? The force of July at last makes its presence felt. So she's controlling these like
plants. Yeah, she's basically if Poison Ivy had a superpower that she can make plants grow and move.
Yeah.
And change their shape, and like she can manipulate plant matter.
Yeah. Hey, classic caught my reference.
Nice.
I referenced Spaceballs. I said I said it's in you. The power is in you, Lone Star, and that's when Yogurt says that to Lone Star when he's like, the ring was Bubkiss. I found it in the Cracker Jack box.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yes,
but how do you handle it?
Yeah. Now, let's see how well you handle it. All right.
I like
her. Yeah. Okay, so she's got them all.
Speed.
Ludicrous Speed is good.
So she's had enough of her bullshit with these plants. Because at last we see Geoforce actually using some of his powers here, and he actually comes out on top. Unlike everybody else.
He actually wins here, so he breaks through. So she literally made trees like grow around him.
Yeah. But then he makes the fatal mistake.
Oh, she's like Tara, so powerful but so young.
He hesitates and
hard to kill like a plant. What? You're alive? Thanks for the concern. I'll try to make this. She's supposed to be like British or something, right?
Yeah, she's English.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to be able to do the accent. Maybe Sean.
Well, we don't know what part of England she's from, right? So she might,
Oh, that's.
I always think of her having a generic Cockney accent. So she's like, "Oh, I don't know, governor."
No, that's terrible. She has to have a good. She's Elizabeth. I'd get Elizabeth Hurley to play her in a movie.
Oh yeah.
And then like she makes all this crap on his face or whatever.
It's a pollen attack.
Yeah.
So she gives him she puts him in a pollen-induced coma by triggering his allergies. And
I'm a pollen. It's an pollen.
Yeah.
It's just a pollen. It's a pollen.
It is a pollen. I mean, unfortunately, her nemesis, antihistamine man, wasn't there.
Got the big. Oh, there they are captured. They were captive. They've been captured before. They put him in like a light bulb or something.
Well, why not?
The Force of July is the best. Yes.
I wonder who he's meant. I didn't do enough research in this issue. I wonder who he's meant to be. Be Eric Blairman. Sure. He's meant he clearly, because I mean, obviously they're meant to be the CIA, and he's meant to be somebody of that time, and I wonder who.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
classic.
I don't know. I'm not gonna know any of this stuff, like anything related to anything like American history or whatever. That I'll never know any of it. So someone can tell us if they know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn every device into a monitoring thing. So I already said that. It's like, and what makes you think America will stand for that? Chuckles. The American people don't know shit. It's like, what? Oh my god. Then,
Yeah, that's his James Bond villain moment, eh? He tells them
yeah.
all his evil plan. They're all like, and before I kill you, I'm gonna tell you my evil plan.
Thanks, Mohammed. Let me tell you my evil plan.
Shukran.
I like the face here. That's cool.
Is this Aparo doing this issue? Did
And
we
this,
look and see? I think it is, but I really wonder if someone else did the finishes of the inks because it feels a bit different.
yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, Aparo, but Adrian Roy color. I don't know if.
Oh well.
I like her
Back
face
to the
here,
evil
though.
plan.
I like her face here, though. That looks cool.
The scientist there that was with B. Eric Blairman is his sister Lorraine. B. Eric Blairman and his evil sister Lorraine.
Lorraine. It works. I finally invent something that works. No, okay. So he got them all captured. All right, Halo. Blue, huh? So what does the blue thing do again?
It's the That's the distortion.
Oh, that's the distortion. Okay, right. So this is actually pretty cool. So it looks like she's escaped. So Sparkler's like, oh shit, she escaped. So he blasts her, but actually he blasts her open.
Yeah, and then she frees everyone. So there's a moment like this in X-Men 150. Actually, it's a moment like that where Cyclops, Magneto has the team pinned down and trapped, and Cyclops manages to free them all. But this is happened quite a few times in X-Men actually. But yeah, this is quite a nice one. And now the outsiders remember how to fight again. Yeah, I was thinking that classic. I was thinking that.
Yeah,
that very thing.
Yeah, so this guy's not a villain anymore. So if you're reading this, they're like, "Oh, this guy's great."
Today's the CEO of Google.
Yeah,
today's the CEO of Apple.
Yeah, like come on, it's fine.
Sorry, just having a look for something. Oh.
All right, so they're free now, and now they're gonna have a fight.
Oh yeah, there's some great superhero action actually in this part of the Now there's Geoforce moving rocks with his powers, which he usually can't do. So it's very strange. It's very inconsistent, his powers. They sort of change from issue to issue.
Yeah, I think it just feel like whatever we. All right, let's go. And then there he is flying out.
So he's breathing
space here.
He's breathing Rex.
Yes,
because that around him is Metamorpho.
This is Metamorpho.
Yeah, he's breathing Rex.
Yeah, Metamorpho became oxygen so that he could breathe in space and go out and destroy this satellite thing, which is
evil satellite.
An evil satellite. So they blow it up. They blew it up. Damn you! You blew it all up. Let's get out of here. Yeah, let's get out of here. Where's Batman? He sent you on this mission, and then he just basically. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention they've been giving these. You've seen quotes. This on every few page. There's been these, like quotes or whatever.
So
epilogue.
How many supervillains tonight have escaped? So the obvious four escaped.
Yeah.
The 4th of July escaped. So they haven't managed to. The outsiders have sort of barely managed to scrape by. They defeated the evil plans, but they haven't really managed to incarcerate anyone yet.
Yeah, maybe if they all teamed up, maybe all these guys need to team up in one super team, and then. Got a kitten there. Hey, Gabby, what's going on? Ooh, hey, Phil. Ooh, Phil. Who's this guy? Dun, dun, dun. This was a bad reveal, but anyway. It's revealed in the...
Now, this issue, I wish, because I don't know what's your sort of experience with Bill Willingham?
I mean, yeah. So I know you were saying that you said.
I'm
Did
a
you say that you liked it better, or
I
what
am a
was?
huge fan. So
Yeah,
I first come across Bill Willingham when I played Dungeons and Dragons when I was about 10, because he did some of the art for the books. And then there was a superhero role playing game called Villains and Vigilantes I played for a little bit, and he
that's
did two of the adventures, not just the art but the story. Right? They're really enjoyable. And so Bill Willingham was sort of doing freelance artist. I really like his art style. I love the art in this issue. I wish he had drawn the next one because his superhero action's amazing. So I'm not doing a free plug for Bill Willingham here, but if you don't know his work, it's worth checking out. He did this, which is one of my all-time favorite
I'll make
80s
it full
things,
screen.
the Elementals, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so I got this collected edition. I was just lucky enough to find it in a used bookshop. And so this is their origin story. And the Elementals are characters who die in their normal lives and are sent back by the elemental spirits with superpowers to take on this wizard who's going to wipe out the world. Right?
That's
It's
cool.
great though. It's really good. It's quite edgy. It's quite dark, and it's very much ahead of its time. It's very superhero, right? It's not particularly grounded. It's very
Mhm.
superhero, but it is. I can't recommend it enough. Yeah, it is.
I'll see if I
It is
can
utterly
acquire
worth
it.
your time if you ever are interested in reading it. So Bill Willingham created that, and that was his baby. And actually, he was probably working on this at the same time as he was doing this issue,
As this, yeah.
because he was at
Oh,
Comico, right? So this is 1980 1984, I think, or 85. This collected edition is 1988, but this issue, like, they first appeared in the Justice Machine annual, right? So there's a story at the start of this. There's 6 issues in here. In 1983, actually, would be the Justice Machine annual.
mhm.
Justice Machine. It's a Justice Machine Thunder Agents team up, and I know Clubby liked the Thunder Agents. Wally Wood stuff. Oh, great! That real pulp stuff. You would love them, J man. The Thunder Agents. You got to check them out.
Yeah, I
They're
might. He may have told me about that, and I may have acquired that already. Yes, Thunder Agents. Okay, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, you have a look, mate. You won't regret it. But I mean, this, like, Bill Willingham's superhero action is just gorgeous. That's why I was disappointed he drew this issue and not the one that follows, which is a big fight in, right? But anyway,
Oh, so I'll make you
um,
Okay.
yeah. So
Uh,
yeah, so Bill Willingham, that's my big plug.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
thanks,
Classic Sin
classic.
Elements is one of the first big non-Marvel DC books that hit pretty big. Yeah, cool. Before Image.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
didn't
of
want to show. I didn't want to show the cover too much because
yeah, fair enough.
because
Yeah.
of the rings
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Oh,
yeah,
hang on a sec. I might have to catch you in just a moment, J man.
sure. All right. So this guy's. I'll continue on just because we're a bit short for time. So basically, the Halo and this guy are kind of like having a little date here, and then Trash Can gets knocked over. She's like, "What? What the heck? Who's that? What's going on?" She turns into Halo and quickly comes to see who it is, and she goes to attack him, and it's Geoforce.
Okay, so
You're
Bill
back?
Willingham,
Yeah,
look at his drawings of the female form. You can tell he was a fan of the female form.
yeah,
Shh, come on, settle down. Tatsu's just done the 20-minute workout.
yeah. And like she's on the couch here. So basically, Geoforce interrupted their little date, and she's not happy about it. So there's a lot of dating things in this one. Now you've got is this Maxi Zeus?
Yeah, that's Maxi Zeus.
Yeah. So he I guess he escaped. So I don't know what happened before this. But like,
I think he's in Arkham Asylum because the
yeah,
security wherever he is terrible.
it's terrible.
He's
So he literally knocks this guy out and then just takes his spot and like walks out.
he's not particularly evil. He's just crazy. He's really crazy.
Right.
He's not like a Joker kind of character.
Yeah.
or a Hugo Strange or a Black Mask. He's just a sort of a criminal crime boss who's just a bit nuts and has delusions that he's the god Zeus.
Yeah. Okay, so back in school here with Geoforce and them getting their tests and doing school business, and you're like, okay.
But look at the clothing, right, and the hairstyles and everything. That
Yeah.
like Bill Willingham, especially in this thing, and in Elementals and in this comic, Bill Willingham really captures the look of the 80s. Like this is 1984. He really captures the looks.
Like I love the outfits here.
Yeah, it's so 1984.
Hey, Dragon Books, remember her shop?
Mm.
That shop's closed down. I'll be like, this place is never open. It's like, why aren't you here?
And here's Halo trying to set Tatsu up with her geometry teacher.
Yes. And that's not going to go down well. And she's like, how did it go? It's like, it was bullshit. Don't ever do that again.
and then for some reason, Halo's in her underwear.
Yes,
that's a Bill Willingham thing too. Yeah, the Elementals goes off the rails after about issue 20. So you can stop after that. But the first 6 issues, genius. Fantastic.
Okay. All right, so anyway, Batman comes in and kind of makes fun of them a little bit. Basically says, you guys are trash, you let him go. It's like, well, I don't know. But Batman, the therapist, thought he was fine. It's like, you guys are idiots.
Good God. Look at that.
Good God. This is worse than I thought.
It is. It's a Dr. McCoy line. It is. You expect the next line to be his, good God, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah,
Spit it out, Bones. What's the mystery? His brain is gone.
Yeah, what is it? I loved Spock's brain. Clobby did not like that one, but that's okay.
No, I remember. Do you remember Clobby's big countdown? He did a big countdown.
I watched the whole thing. Yeah, I watched all of it.
Yeah, I listened to that stream before he passed. God bless him. And he and I, very similar. Amok Time is one of his top 5, and it's my favorite Star Trek episode.
Yeah, I like Amok Time. All right.
Now that's foreshadowing. Smooching. Oh, it's foreshadowing there for Crisis.
Oh, Monitor, yeah.
If you go there,
it's the Monitor.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing Crisis.
Yeah, whoa,
Crisis is the next year, 1985.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite letter of the alphabet?
I told you. Yeah, I told you he liked the female form.
Yeah, your favorite letter of the alphabet is V.
Yeah, he loved the female form.
So there's some smooching going on here. And then, oh my God, this is so funny. Halo pretends that, she's like his girlfriend or whatever. It's like, cleaning woman, eh? No, wait, I can explain. Wait a minute. And she's laughing away at it. Then it's like, damn it, Halo, you messed this up. So he messed up her date. She messed up his date. And then she flies off here. Geoforce comes after her.
It gets a bit weird at the bottom of this page. It gets a bit odd.
There's some smooching going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure it really went anywhere, though. I think they were playing around with storylines, and they didn't know where to go with that one. I suppose that the next storyline after the next issue is the truth about Halo, so that will probably resolve that. But
all right, so what's his face? Metamorpho.
Yeah, they're both trying to contact their girlfriends, right? So this is like the dating issue.
I was going to say this is the dating issue, yeah.
Yeah. So Simon Stagg won't let Metamorpho talk to his daughter, and obviously, as you can see, Black Lightning's ex-wife is now living with Prince. So
yeah, what the hell? And then, oh my God!
Listen to When Doves Cry.
Yeah, it's like it's Reagan.
It is. It's well. The thing is, this is September, right? Mm-hmm. And what's happening in Los Angeles, 1984 in September? The Summer Olympics.
Okay. So
that's real life.
Yeah, that's
cool. Real life.
So, okay, so they're showing them there, and then Zeus is going to go to the Olympics, of course.
Yeah. Well, they interview Black Lightning because he was an Olympic athlete.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I think he's got a double gold medal winner.
And he shot lightning the furthest. He was the only competitor in the who can shoot lightning, and the furthest around. So okay, and he's like, and Batman's like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, wait, it's the torch. It's the torchbearer. Of course. The one vehicle no one would question. It's like, and he comes running, and then boom, arrow. Freaking door flies off the handles there. Oh, dun, dun, dun. More weird characters.
Don't they look cool though?
Yep. I don't know any of these people,
cool?
But
they look so cool. And the problem is though that there's different artists next issue, and
it's all different.
He just doesn't do them justice.
So we got Mr. President Kit back. Everything's good.
Well, they're not after Reagan. That's the crazy bit. Is that the Reagan's there? They're not after him.
Well, they basically there's Batman. This is a great page.
Yeah.
This is awesome. And it's like, all right, your team versus my team. All right.
Yeah. They agree to have sort of a throwdown, but it's not it's not really a fight. It's quite strange, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird.
Well, that's the thing about Maxi Zeus. He's nuts. He's mad, but he's not evil. He's not like, oh, I'm going to kill you all.
Right.
He's just crazy. Yeah, it's
right,
Trevor Von Eden.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
He's kind of like, I don't want to disrespect the man, but he's kind of like, I don't want to say it's a bit mean. He's like discount Bill Sinkovich at that time.
Yeah. I mean, this. I noticed that was like, I noticed this looked different. Oh, 1 second. I got it. That's my alarm to take.
Yeah.
I've got eight pills a day. I got 2 more left.
Classic, have you got any thoughts on Trevor Von Eden? If Classic Comics is in the chat still?
Yeah, he's there. The bro down.
The bro down. Yeah, because I mean, just if Willingham had drawn this issue, it would have been epic. Like this, because he does superhero action really well.
Yeah, I don't mind this guy. It's just that it's not the same as the last one, and I don't like when they break it up. Like I don't mind. The problem is that we started with one guy in the same story. If they would have concluded the 2-parter, this is a 2-parter. If they would have concluded the 2-parter with that guy, Bill, and then this guy could have been the next thing, right? That's all. I'm not against this guy or anything.
No,
it
doesn't
weird.
feel right. I don't want to be mean to him because obviously I'm not an artist, so I can't draw like that. But it's just not a style that I'm particularly fond of. Sorry, Trevor. I'm sure you're a great guy.
All right, so they're gonna have basically a versus match, and some of the stuff. This is kind of so I liked Von Aiden's work. Okay, he did Green Army series in '83 and was doing a direct market DC book called Thriller. Okay. He seemed to leave comics. Yeah, I got no problem with it. It's just that it's continuing from a story of a different artist. That's all. They could have just had this guy on issue 16, and then they would have been fine. Anyways,
well, these guys are like they're kind of the mirror image outsiders,
right?
Because
so you got your big guy. I kind of lost a bit of track as to what exactly was. Okay, so it's like they're going to fight over here. Like everyone's kind of going off on their own to fight these little battles everywhere.
Yeah. So he's Antaeus, and his power comes from having contact with the ground.
Right.
So he's powerful while he's in contact with the ground. And Geoforce figures out some stuff about that later. Diana, goddess of the hunt, right? She and Halo put their weapons aside and have a duel with fencing foils, or is it epee? I think it's epee, but which of course would be blunt, so they wouldn't be able to kill each other, but they'd be able to score points, right? So they actually have a fencing match. And Halo, she has sort of a flying / gymnastics competition against Nox, who's an avatar of darkness, right? So she's the opposite of Halo.
Yeah, so it's like like light and glowing versus
Yeah.
dark
The
shadows. It's
darkness.
like
Yeah. And
yeah, and then just she's
Metam
like projecting stuff, and it's just like I was
yeah.
just like it's um
Yeah.
all right. So I mean, she looks it is neat. Like
They look cool. They look cool. They're a
yeah,
team that it's funny because the outsiders take on these teams like Force of July, like the Masters Disaster, like the Obvious Four.
I love the
But they
obvious
took on
part.
these weird little teams who you don't really see again in mainstream DC that often, right? So
And some of these pages look cool. Like this looks cool. I like this face here, and I like this
yeah,
like
that's
devil
bizarre.
face.
She's not allowed to fly across the cables, but she's allowed to use her tractor beams to tether herself to them,
Right. So I don't.
which is that's a bit weird. But oh well.
Yeah. And she literally says, "Oh, swell." Um, Batman. And then like okay, so it's Black Lightning.
Yep. And
Like,
Metamorpho.
and Metamorpho fighting like I don't know what this guy like. I don't know.
Well, there's Proteus. So the guy in the just the solid blue costume is Proteus, and
Yeah.
he's pretty much Metamorpho. He can shape change, but he's not got elemental powers, right? So he just changes his physical shape. And the other guy is Volcanus, who throws fireballs.
Okay, so lightning versus thing, and then they've got this. They start playing Quidditch or something. It's like the weirdest.
Yeah.
They've got this spike ball here, and they're just throwing it in. At first, for a second, I was like, "Is Metamorpho becoming this thing?" Like I lost kind of track of what was going on. But they kick it, and he like catch it. They catch it in this net. Like it's just like some weird game they're playing. Gotham Community College. Oh yeah, this is a random thing, which I guess we'll go back to later. It's like, hello, professor. You wanted to see me? Oh yeah, Miss Howard, come in. It's like, okay, what the hell's going on over here? They're a good low-level group of villains, useful in superhero RPGs.
Yeah. That's spot on. Classic comics. That a lot of the super teams that the outsiders fight are exactly like that. They're like entry-level superhero RPG villains. You know?
Yeah, use them in the Marvel Advanced Role-Playing Game or whatever.
Yeah. They're the team your starting group of heroes would take on.
Yeah. So they're beating the crap. I mean, this entire thing is all action or whatever. Like,
you got to think it took the Outsiders and the Teen Titans to take down the Fearsome Five, and I think there would have been at least 2-on-1 there because there would have been six of Batman and the Outsiders is 6, and the Titans were at least 6, so there would have been, they'd outnumber them 2-1. But the Fearsome Five quite a dangerous group.
Yeah, I think the big law, the law of comics is like they're the one villain to multiple hero ratio. Like you can't just. That's why they got these team, especially in team books. It's always like, unless it's like X-Men, where if there's the Brotherhood is a team or whatever. But a lot of times it's like one or two guys, one villain versus like 4 or 5 guys or whatever. Okay, so I mean they're just like fighting each other. It's not anything crazy. Then now she's got like some like bow and arrows here. Boom, shot through this thing, and like here comes like these like dogs or whatever. It's like remarkable. Not even I could match that shot. It's like then our archery competition is finished. It's funny too because I love archery. I just watched a bunch of archery. I was catching up on some old tournaments on YouTube. So that's hilarious. I was like, oh my God, I was just watching archery competitions. So there's Batman. It won't hurt me at all. It's like, what? It's like, you let me down and all. So remember, when he's not, he has to be touching the ground.
Yeah, he's not. He loses his power. Like his power, he weakens when he's not in contact with the ground.
You're right.
I think that's straight out of a Greek myth. I think
it is. Yes, they say that, and I think that is one of the things. I might use that. I play Spelljammer. I run Spelljammer.
Oh, yeah.
So I might use that for a guy. Right now, I the last campaign I converted Wizard of Oz into a Spelljammer campaign. So they fought the Wicked Witch. So my players have all been cursed, and they killed the Witch of the East to get her ruby bracelet. But the ruby bracelet had a teleportation spell that when she dies, it went to her sister. So now their sister knows that the heroes killed her sister. So now she sends like a suit of armor who's a Tin Man with an enchanted axe. She sends a scarecrow who can like cause fear and, you know, all that. And so I've turned it into a Wizard of Oz thing. But I might,
Nice.
I the next part of it, they're going to be fighting the actual wizard, and then they'll fight the witch. But I was thinking I might throw in a couple of henchmen for the wizard. Maybe maybe I'll use Zeus as the template wizard, and then he makes these other guys. And I think this is I might use a lot of this in my campaign.
Yeah.
It might be fun.
Well, if we're going to nitpick with this team, though, I think Antaeus comes from Greek mythology, but Diana's from Roman. Oh, hang on. It's classic. Is Antaeus, is he Roman or Greek mythology?
Well, Hercules is Roman. Heracles
Yeah,
is
he's
the
Roman.
Greek.
Heracles is Greek, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing that gets confused a lot, because basically the Romans took everything and then either just renamed it or whatever. So it's just a mess. But sometimes it's weird because sometimes the Roman name is more known versus the like it's Mars and Ares, right? So but like
Yeah.
more people know Hercules and Ares,
Heracles.
right? But really it should be Heracles and Ares and Mars and but it's like
Hercules,
it's weird. It's just, I don't know. It is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Neptune, Poseidon, sort of thing.
Neptune, Poseidon. You know, it's funny. We were talking about this. This is funny. I was talking about this is my old job. We were talking about was it the Immortals or no? There's a movie that had come out with the gods all fighting each other.
Was that Henry Cavill movie?
Yeah, maybe that was Immortals then, right?
That was Immortal, yeah.
Immortals, yeah. So, anyways, and I said, well, I really liked Poseidon in the movie. I thought he looked really cool. And then the guy, my boss at the time, he's like, well, how do you know who Poseidon is? I said, well, he has a trident and he's like a fish. He's like, in the water and stuff. And he's like, well, how am I supposed to know that? I was like, buddy, everybody knows Poseidon is the trident water guy. He's like, no, they don't. I said, are you serious right now? I said, let's go to everybody in this office and ask them. And we went, he's like, let's do it. We went to every person and it's like, tell me something about Poseidon. And one guy's like, oh, he's got like a pitchfork weapon. I was like, that's close enough. I'll take that. People are like, oh, he's a water guy or whatever. So there's only one person in the entire office that didn't know, and she didn't know any of the Greek gods. Like, she's like, what are Greek? She's like, what do you mean Greek gods? What do you mean? She's like, there's only one God. I'm like, are you for real? I said, I was like, I'm talking about like mythology, and she didn't know. She didn't know any of it.
I don't think mythology is taught in school anymore, though. I don't think kids would learn that at school these days.
I guess not, but I mean, she was my age, so that's brutal.
Maybe she was away that day.
Yeah, she was away that day. But anyways, so yeah, here we go. So, so now we've got the like pink halo. We'll have to get a halo thing on what they all do. Okay, so the dark. Maybe if I use a sunburst aura, so she's the sunburst aura. Then I got the tractor beam. So she nailed her, and then she tractor beamed her, so that she doesn't die. And then there's the white aura, which is just flying or something. We'll have to look. Maybe we can look. This is almost done. We'll have a minute. We can look it up.
Yeah.
So back to these guys playing their weird ball game or whatever. There's Black Lightning throwing his lightning finally. A lot of sketchiness to this guy's, like a lot of like these a lot of line work. He's getting paid by line per line.
He's like Jim Lee, but not as clean.
Yeah. So he nails him here.
That's a bit harsh. He blasts him like point. The guy's on the ground. It's point blank range, and he's like, "Yeah, you take this."
Well, the guy wanted to commit suicide or something, so he's like, "Oh, I'll prevent him from trying on his own or something." I don't know what's going on.
By blasting him with lightning.
Yeah.
He should have said, "You have paid the price for your lack of vision."
Yeah. It's like, yeah, He should have. What is that? What is that from again? I know that.
Return of the Jedi. It's the
Return of
Emperor
the Jedi.
Palpatine.
I thought that. I was
You
like,
know,
yeah, Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your feeble skills are no match for the power of the dark side.
Yeah.
Now, young Skywalker, you will die.
Yeah. And then Vader throws him down. That was the best. Okay, so
Gosh, wouldn't it ruin that scene if Vader said something? Like the way it's filmed, he just looks at the Emperor, looks at Luke, and grabs the Emperor and kicks him down.
Yeah.
But if he said something, if he yelled something like
no
or something like that, would be terrible, wouldn't it?
I know. I don't like
that. Awful.
I hate all these little minor things that they've messed with. Oh boy, I'll get my jacket. Come see your daddy or whatever. Look at this. It's the Dick Tracy villains.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's going on here? This is some of his art is weird. You're like, what is happening?
The story is very hard to follow. But
it's hard to follow, yeah.
What it was all about was about her. That's Medea. I think that's his daughter. That's Maxie Zeus's daughter.
Yeah.
So it's all about getting to his daughter, like just to get to see her.
Yeah.
It's very, very, because I guess that's who the letter must have been from at the start of the story.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He's just crazy.
Crazy with a K. You want to kill him? You've got to go through us. It's like, Zeus has been captured. It's like, yes, he's been captured. Okay, we got him. Don't worry, Maxwell Zeus is mad. Okay, so this is for later. And that's it. The Truth About Halo, Part 1. He has his reasoning. So they're kind of like holding hands together. He wanted to see his daughter happy. I don't condone his means, but I understand the end. So there you go. All right. Let's take a look at our schedules.
Yeah.
So what's the next
I suppose it would be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 16 to 20.
So we just did 15, right? So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, let's go to 21. We do 6, right?
Yeah. So what I've got here, is
that the right order?
This is volume 3.
Yeah. Is that the right order, or is there another annual in between there?
I think that'd probably be annual number 2.
So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
There's also there's a DC Comics Presents where they team up with Superman as well. But this is 1985. So this is issues 24 through 32, which is the end of Batman and the Outsiders. So the last 8 issues.
Right. So do you need me to loan you the other ones?
Well, if you put them in the G drive,
well, they should. They're in the G drive.
Yeah. So if you put them in the G drive, I can, me and all the other Super Friends, because that is one of the perks of membership.
Yes.
Can have a look, and we can read them ahead of time. And
okay.
Because
so the whole thing
soon,
is there.
Alan. Yeah. Well, I'll look forward to reading those. I know I'm busy on the 5th of April because I got a thing, but you have a look at your schedule. You let me know when you're free, and we'll sort something out.
Next Friday is the 14th. Can you do next Friday, or do you want to push it another?
I think I can. I think I will. I always check these things with my wife. If I have any duties that I'm owed to the family, then they come first. But
okay, so
April 5th I definitely can't do. But yeah, if you could pencil me in, and I will confirm with you tomorrow. Will that work?
Yeah, I'll say March 14th, so 1 week from today. If not, then tell me, and then and I'm good for the 21st also. So whichever, and then we can keep pushing it whatever Friday it is. Awesome.
Yeah, that would be great, because you don't want to lose momentum, right? You don't want to lose your momentum for this.
Yeah, I want to get okay. So what we're gonna do after this is I'm gonna start doing the Supermans on my own, because Sean and I really want to do Star Wars, and we're gonna do, and because I just recently got all the newspaper strips.
No, hang on. Are we talking Dark Horse or Marvel?
No, Marvel. all of the, so it would actually, the first thing would be to do all of the newspaper strips. There's not that many. All of the newspaper strips, and then Marvel Star Wars. Star Wars Marvel purists might come on with us on some of those too. And because you know what?
Cool.
I think because we're going to be doing Avengers. Once Legion is done, it's going to be Avengers and Star Wars. And I want something that's guaranteed. See, Sean also really Sean loves Superman as well, but he really loves Star Wars. I was like, let's just do Star Wars.
Definitely.
I don't think anyone is doing any. The Star Wars content you see right now is the I hate Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars. That's the only content there is. I want to do content to show what Star Wars used to be, how awesome it used to be, not what it's been degraded to or whatever. Let's actually talk about the awesome Star Wars. And I can't do anything what am I going to do? Review the movies? It's 10 out of 10. Okay, there, it's done. So I'd rather do the comic books and we go through right, because that. So you'll notice someone said this on one of my videos. Somebody commented saying, I don't like this, what we're doing now. He's like, I don't like this. It goes, it's 2.5 to 3 hours of you guys talking about 4 or 5 comics. I said that's not a review. So I post. Okay, so I was on my channel, I'm posting comic reviews. Those are reviews where I bought the comic and I give a score. This comic was an 8 out of 10. And it literally says next one coming up is going to be Wolverine issue 7. It'll say Wolverine number 7 review. And those are 5 minutes. It's just me talking by myself, reviewing the comic, as you've seen. Then I do ones where I don't say review. I just say the comic title because it's me sharing the comic the way we do it here. And I talk about the Green Arrow ones that you just saw I just posted. That's not a review because that whole series is awesome. So I'm just talking about it. Yeah. And I said to the guys, the live streams are hangouts. We're talking to the chat. We're talking to each other. I said, you have to think of it this way. You have to think of it as you went to your friend's house and we're all talking together, chat, you, me, Sean, everybody, whoever's in chat, talking together about these comics. It's not going to be on topic. Classic comics might say, hey, this happened in Crisis. Oh, and then, did you like Crisis? Yeah, I thought it was okay. Right. Well, you guys are getting sidetracked. I'm like, right, because it's not a review of these comics. We're hanging out with each other, talking. The comics are just an excuse to hang out and talk about something. Yeah. My reviews are my reviews. And they're short. They're 5-6 minutes. I review the comic. I give you my score. I just did that Dreadlock, the Barbarian.
I haven't seen the video yet, but I'll watch it. But
I mean, whatever. I got that. Arctic Press, Antarctic Press. So the guy, Stephen Ross, he's been on some of my live streams. He works for Antarctic Press, the comic company. So he's been translating the Your Hunter from the Future. Oh, wow. So he's been translating that from Argentinian to English. And his boss from Antarctic Press reached out saying, oh, I'm looking for people, to just review comics and stuff. I said, I don't care. Well, it's sure, send me anything. I'll review. I said, I'm not going to shill for you.
No,
I didn't give it.
It fits in nicely. You do a lot of pulp and fantasy content, so that actually fits really nicely in with what you do.
Exactly.
I've got a question for you. So because you and I differ on a few things, one of them being the Dark Knight Strikes Again, right?
Yeah. Well, we didn't differ 2 months ago. It's only when I reread it that I liked it a lot more.
Well, we differ now on it, but anyway, I know I was thinking about outlandish things that Miller has done. What do you think of this?
Oh, Elektra Assassin. Okay, so I've got it on digital. I just can't seem. I know. Oh, wow.
Sinkovich's signature.
So
I met Bill Sinkovich in 2014. He was so nice. I got him to sign it. It's literally falling to pieces. This.
Yeah, see that. I have it on digital. I am going to read it. I just read the Frank Miller Elektra. What was the one that, not Born Again, but what the hell is it called?
The Elektra Saga.
Elektra Saga. Is that the one where she? Let me see.
Is it a new? Is it the old? Is it
It's
collected from the pages of Daredevil, or is it something separate?
Electra Frank Miller. Well, these are all. I bought all these on Comixology, so let me see what it's called. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
It lives again. Electra lives again.
Nah, I won't touch that. Electra died in Daredevil. She did come back to life. She did come back to life, and she went back to where the chase train, and that should be the end of her story.
Yeah, I liked Lives Again though. Classic is saying the comic book roundtable that he did with Clobby. Yes, Loki and the others. Yeah, that seems that the thing and I'll tell you why. I can tell you the real reason why. I can tell you the real reasons why these things are ending is that you're not going to make any money off of it. If you're monetized on YouTube, nobody cares about this. I'll tell you right now. I just put. We can check right now. I put Daredevil sucks. Right. Mm-hmm. I put Daredevil sucks. It is not. It has been nonstop commenting, nonstop sharing that video. I've gotten about 30 subscribers since I posted that Daredevil sucks video, and we can take a look. Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Even you can be wrong, there, mate. Even you can be wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No. That. No. Yeah. It's not for that. I've got.
No, 16, I get you though.
Yeah. So I posted that. I've got almost 1,700 views.
Wow.
There's the analytics of it.
Look at that.
Right. And then in the same day, I posted Mike Grell, Green Arrow, considered one of the best runs. Right.
Mm-hmm.
In the same couple days, I've posted giant size X-Men, proper, going through it, talking about how brilliant it is. I got decent views on it, right? But look at this Daredevil thing. So if you're now, I have a day job. This isn't a job. So it doesn't matter to me, right? Same with Sean. Like I'm not one of the channels that needs to pump this stuff out, right? So I can do this because this is like, hey, I'm bored. I want to talk with my buddy about comics. Let's do it on a live stream. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. If I need to get views, I'll put a Daredevil sucks. I'll put a Captain America Brave New World suck or whatever sucks.
Yeah.
Check this out. I did a Dune 2 review. I just reviewed Dune 2 and I got, 30, 40 views on it. The next day I removed the word review and I put Dune 2 sucks. I didn't even change the thumbnail, and it's like 2,000 plus views, like right there. So what is that? They don't want this. This like, oh, hey, let's talk about a good comic book. Oh, Jason and Sean are going to talk about Jack Kirby Fantastic Four. They don't want Jack Kirby Fantastic Four. They want the new Fantastic Four trailer is woke trash, whatever. That, and then everyone's coming onto that one. I'm going to review it. I reviewed Daredevil and I didn't like it. So I put sucks in there to get a little bit of, get some grifting out of that, and people are like, oh, this is like hate bait or whatever. I'm like, I'm giving you my points. It's like, but I don't need to do it. And that's what happens. If you're at a point where you're like, I need my channel to generate ad revenue and I need my channel to get, memberships and all this, you're not going to get it by doing the Clobby way, right? Like it's just not going to. Clobby has way better content than almost anyone out of any of these people. And he had the least amount of subscribers than a lot of these other guys whose content was like not even 1/10 as good, but doesn't, right? But because nobody, and I don't need to have the money for it. So I'd rather just do what I like it. And then if people come on, they come on. Same as what Clobberin times. That's what Clobby was doing. He just did what he liked. And then if people liked it, cool. If they he would do Doctor Who stuff. I do Doctor Who videos, dude. Nobody's really cares about them, right? Yeah. But I'm doing it because I like it. Nobody cares about the Fifth Doctor. This shooty got, well, I put Doctor Who sucks. I got 2,000 views and I've got like 300 comments. I review good Doctor Who. Peter Davison had some of the best stories of all of Doctor Who.
He did,
right? Nobody's watching it, buddy. You're the only one. Well, I mean, you're not the only one. People are watching it, but like, you look at my Pete Davison stuff. There's like 40 views. You look at, J-Man says Doctor Who's trash. I got to put Doctor Who is trash, or I put sucks or something. 2,000 views. So
yeah, because it's just what the market wants, I suppose.
Like what now? If you're someone who's looking at the analytics and saying, well, I just made $30 on ad revenue from this video, and on this video I made nothing.
Yeah.
So should I do more of these, or should I do more of these? Right? I don't know. That's the honest truth, man. And that's not me poking any of these other channels or saying they shouldn't do it. Do whatever you want. It's your channel. Make a channel, do your best. That's it.
Sorry, I had a few internet issues there. The internet's a bit funny down here at times, so yeah. But I caught what you were saying, but I was a bit frozen there, I think.
Yeah, you're frozen for just.
No, I hear you. But I mean, you got to do what's right for your channel, and I appreciate that. And but yeah, it is. You kind of wish that the celebrating the good stuff got more attention, but the reality is it doesn't.
It just doesn't. I'm about doing comic book review discussion stream on my channel. So yeah, Classic Comics is if anyone would be interested in participating, let me know. Weekday evening. Yeah, not sure which. Yeah, like right now I've been doing, so every Wednesday I'm going on the Action Elite, who's my friend's channel, my buddy Owen, he's doing it. And his website is great because he's been around for many years, and he's interviewed Dolph Lundgren and Tony Jaa. He's gone, like, he knows all these people. Tony Jaa and him went out to dinner. Like Tony Jaa bought dinner for him so like he's been in, but his YouTube channel is nothing compared to mine because he only just started. So I'm going on his every Wednesday, and we're talking about fun movies, great old action movies, and you get decent views, right? But if we're bitching on something, it's way more fun, right? It's like, that's Steven Seagal. His latest movie is just terrible. Oh, and then everyone's like, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's shit.
Space Ice. Space Ice
is the best.
Yeah, Space Ice is great. But his whole channel is built on the acting non-talents of Steven Seagal and Rob Schneider, right? Bye, Joe Dog.
See you, Joe Dog. We're done in a minute anyway. But his entire channel is based on it, and I've watched all the videos because it's hilarious. Like, it is hilarious. But now he's doing it in a very fun way. He's not just being mean. He's actually crafting high quality produced videos. You know what I mean? It'll take time. Like Retro Blasting is a big channel because he just spent time talking about toys. But also toys are slightly more interesting too. Like people like because he really gets into it. It's like, okay, what's the articulation of this? And I don't like the scale doesn't match. And like, so he gets more, that's why him and Clobby never, they would sometimes collaborate, but not that much because there's not a lot of overlap, right? But in any case, so he's got so it's going to it takes a while, but Sean's the same way. Sean's like, I'm just going to do what I like and I don't care. And then that's it.
Well, life is short, right? So you kind of got to do what you like.
Yeah. And I complain. I'm getting people saying literally this Daredevil thing. People are saying, I heard
you love Man of Steel. I thought I heard you were a big fan of that film.
I know. And like, literally, I got guys saying, he goes, all you do is hate videos. I'm like, what hate videos are you talking about? I'm dropping a video a day. Like,
They're missing 90% of your content.
No, it's like literally 90%. It's like, I didn't like Daredevil's. And if I liked Daredevil's episode 1, I would have said so. I'm not trying to, I don't want it to be bad for me to get money from people. Sometimes I feel that with some other things where they almost want things to be bad so that it's better for them. If it's like, if Captain America Brave New World was bad, it would be better for them because then they'll get more money on it rather than if it was good. Right?
The Acolyte and She-Hulk launched a bunch of YouTube channels hating on
terrible.
them, right? So
Yeah. Oh, and I was hating on them too. And I got the same thing. Oh, you're just hating on it. It's like, yeah, but did you watch? Literally, I drop a video a day. Did you watch my Batman 66 praise videos? Are you watching my Wonder Woman, Linda Carter stuff? Are you watching my Doctor Who videos where I'm saying Peter Davison's awesome? Are you? And I don't just say he's awesome. Thanks. I break it down and give you points.
yeah,
It's like at no point in time do I just rage about something. I never rant about it. I'm explaining what I don't like, and you don't have to agree with me. I'm just telling people like, well, I liked it. Okay, well then that's cool. Like, why do I care? Like, if you like it, that like you like Daredevil, so then watch it. I'm gonna watch it too.
I did.
So,
I did
that's it. Anyway,
for my sins.
well, we'll see how it progresses.
Yeah,
it might
who
get
knows?
better, it might get worse.
Yeah,
All right.
I think though that some of those initial decisions will for people. There are a lot of people who are where you are, that you wanted to see Paige, Murdoch, and Nelson together, right? You wanted that dynamic, and that's not going to happen. So I think a lot of people are really upset about that initial decision to kill off Foggy, and I'm pretty sure he's dead. Like it's
He's dead.
you know, yeah, he's
Aaron
dead.
might come back here and there with Punisher because Punisher will
yeah.
make an appearance and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I mean, would be interested to see if they bring back Karen the way they did in the comics, that Karen has a massive fall from grace and ends up taking Matt with her, right? So
I was just pulling out the old trades here just to like, and it's funny too because someone's like, you haven't read the Frank Miller. Okay, so we both got it.
Yeah.
Snap. The best
high five.
High five. The best is someone said to me in one of my comics, you haven't read the Frank Miller comics. I was like, oh dear. I said, here is the playlist of where I spent 70 hours or whatever it was. Like, it's not 70.
Yeah, months and months.
It's like I had at least 13 episodes times, let's say 2.5. I've got 30 plus hours of Frank Miller Daredevil content where we go through every goddamn panel. Right. So it's like, buddy, you made an effing mistake on this one. It's like, oh, I didn't read shit. Here's the playlist. Send me your playlist on your YouTube channel where you broke down every comic. You didn't. No, nobody, you know what? You can't beat me on and I'll tell you, if I don't know something, I don't know something. Like, don't challenge me on Godzilla. Don't challenge me on, I don't know, He-Man or Superman. Like, challenge me on Green Lantern. I don't know anything about Green Lantern. I defer to Sean. I defer to you. Green Lantern, I don't know. I'm wearing the shirt. It's a poser shirt. I don't know anything about Green Lantern. It's like
it's a great shirt. And it's an iconic logo.
It is an iconic
one of the
logo,
best, most recognizable superheroes. There are people who know nothing about Green Lantern, but know that symbol. They will know. Right. They'll go, that's Green Lantern.
Karen and Foggy will be but Foggy's dead. Unless they faked his death or something.
Flashbacks. It's got to be flashbacks. It's got to be flashbacks.
Yeah. So, anyways,
and the thing is, he just got a real haircut too.
He had his better hair. Yeah. Yeah. It's a disappointment. The thing is that when there wasn't action in the other seasons, I liked the relationship, so I was able to get through the non-action parts by their relationship. Now that's taken away. The action has been taken away and the costume has been taken away. So I'm like, what is there left? There's Charlie Cox's performance. That's not enough for me. I even think Vincent D'Onofrio, I don't like this. I don't like this becoming a mayor thing. It's just, I didn't like that. And it's from the comics. So I know I own those comics and I've read them. That right. I was like, I don't like it. Like, I understand what it is. It doesn't mean I like it. It's like, I understand that's from the comics. He became mayor and he's still going to be shady. I understand. And it's from the comics, but I can still not like something. Like, it's like, I don't like Superman with long hair in the comics. So it's in the comics. I don't like it. Like when what's his name? Ghost Rider. Nicolas Cage. They're going to have him Superman. He had the long hair and all that. I'm like, that looks like crap. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Well, it's from the comics.
I like Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider. I'll say that.
I like that too, but not him as Superman.
Did you like the second film?
Of course.
Did you like the second film?
Yes.
Nicholas, I prefer the second film.
I agree with you.
Because He's so unhinged.
He's
You know that
unhinged,
he's scraping at the door. That stuff, the really crazy Nicolas Cage stuff.
I like
That's
that too.
fantastic. He's
Yeah.
so unhinged.
And Ghost Rider
Oh.
looks more dirty in that second one.
He does.
He looks more like
Yeah.
he looks dirtier for some reason. He looked too clean in that
Yeah.
first. He looked very like it looked a bit fake. I mean, I know it's fake and it's CGI, but like it looked a bit, just slightly. He still looked cool. Yeah, I like those movies because they're fun. I mean, look, I can. There's the what is better. Were you there for the Batman versus Batman 89 versus Batman Begins? That's a great debate.
No,
because you've got
was that on your channel or on Clubby's?
That was on my channel.
Oh, I have to look that one up. That's hard.
That's hard because you've got fun factor and neatness of Tim Burton, but then Batman Begins is so well, like it's acted and like the story was good. So, and he doesn't, and he's got the no kill rule too, which is important. And he does, and not so much in the Tim Burton. So that's sort of
not in the Tim Burton movie.
Not in the Tim Burton one. So that's the, like, some of this is accurate, but some of this is even more accurate, but they're both shot differently, but both pretty good they're both good for what they're trying to do. So it's tough. That's a very difficult decision. And then, cause then you can say, I like 89 more, but Begins is a better movie. You can maybe try to say something like that.
I would say that. I tell you, when I was at university, the only VHS tape we had was Batman 89. And we had a old beat up VHS machine, and we had a computer monitor. I think it was a Commodore 64 monitor. We used as a TV. Wow. And we just have Batman on. I just have Batman on the background. I'll just put Batman on. Because I think we got CBC and that was it.
Right.
And we put Batman on in the background all the time.
Yeah. So
VHS was expensive back then.
Yeah, well, VHSs would come out for rentals first, and it was about $100 to buy them. But I had Batman on VHS.
Yeah, it was very.
That was back then. And then it would come out. It would be like in the rental circuit for about a year, and then it would come to home video where you could purchase it yourself. It was affordable. But yeah, so like a fair comment could be that Batman 89 is more fun for me to watch, but Batman Begins is a better film or whatever. So you could say that.
I think that's a very fair criticism. Just there's so many aspects of Batman Begins that are very clever, and I think Christian Bale's portrayal of Batman is arguably the best from an acting standpoint. Like, I love Michael Keaton as Batman; he was great, but Christian Bale manages to capture three different personalities.
Yeah.
Well, he's got three.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There's Batman.
Yeah.
There's Bruce Wayne in public.
Yes.
And then there's the real Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, yeah.
And he's all three of them, right?
He's all three of them.
And that's the Pattinson film. The Pattinson film didn't have any of that. So that was a huge letdown. You got Andy Serkis in your film, and he's in it for 5 minutes? Oh.
No. The Batman is my worst Batman movie. Like, it's worse than the Batman and because there's nothing there. Like, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight are good films regardless of whether they're Batman films or not. They're good action movies as movies.
Yeah.
Okay. The Batman is too long and boring to be a generic movie, and it's got all this weird random Batman stuff that they removed. He's like, I'm vengeance. It's like, or you could say you're Batman. What do you mean you're vengeance? Like, it's like, you're Batman. You're not vengeance. Like, Christian Bale, and then he's like, oh, I'm all pouty Bruce Wayne. No, that is not Bruce Wayne. Christian Bale he's with the chicks and he's all goofy. And then as soon as he's by himself or with Alfred, he's like normal. Like, he just immediately turns off into normal mode. It's like, oh, what the hell? And like, there's a great part. I don't know which one it's in. I think it was in The Dark Knight, where he's at the party acting all goofy and whatever, and then he goes off to talk, and the
balcony throws the drink away,
and then he's just like normal, and he's like, I'm not this guy, and then of course he's also Batman. So where is that? See, I think that Michael Keaton was great when he's Batman. When he's Bruce Wayne, he was pretty decent, right? but Bale got both or all three roles perfectly. Michael Keaton didn't have the third. Yeah. He kind of had the three, but not. It was pretty damn good. It's so close. But Batman '89, I've memorized. I've watched it 4 million times. I love the movie.
Yeah,
it's a 10 out of 10
fun.
for me.
It's such a fun film.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah,
I love Batman Returns. Both of them. I love Returns also. I love both movies. So
there's what? Yeah. Oh, Batman Returns.
I love Batman
the whole thing Returns. But the whole thing where the Penguin's gonna kill all the children, kidnap and drown all the children. I thought that was a step too far.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
like
pretty bad.
That was too grim, right? That's
how do I lure them in?
I've got that was too grim.
Yeah, I love Penguin in that. But that movie was a Tim Burton movie first and a Batman movie second.
Yeah,
that's
very much
complaint. So. Yeah, that's a legit complaint. Again, this is if you tell me everything that's wrong with Batman Returns, I will agree with you, but I still love it. It's the same. This is the Wonder Woman 84 argument. Well, this is silly. This is dumb. This doesn't make sense. Yes. But I still love it. I don't care because of the.
Well, that's how I feel about Man of Steel, because you can tell me what's wrong with Man of Steel, and I will admit it's got a bunch of faults, right? Yeah. But I still love the movie. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with that film, but to me, the things that are right about it overshadow those. So you know.
Yeah, and if you like it, you like it. I mean, I've seen it a couple of times. I saw it in the theater. I think I saw it twice in the theater. So I still went to go see it. I liked it in the theater because it was fun and action packed. And Superman fights those guys. I was like, well, this is pretty badass. It's only after
that action scene. Yeah, awesome, that action scene in Smallville. I think that scene still stacks up against anything
for sure.
in any superhero movie. And to be honest, you know who does the most damage to Smallville is the Air Force when they fire high explosive incendiary missiles into the main street.
I never noticed the damage.
30 millimeter cannons at buildings with people in them.
I know people hate all of the. I never noticed the damage. I never thought of the damage when I was watching the movie, and even when I watched it, I think it was like maybe the third or fourth time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, there's a lot of damage." It didn't register with me. I didn't hate that movie right away. I really liked it for a long time. Sean, to his credit, he did not like it immediately. I think second viewing, first viewing, we were just amped up. It was a Superman movie. There was a lot of fighting in it. We're like, wow, this looks badass. Or spaceships. We're like, okay, so we just came out saying that was adrenaline. We were pumped. Then we saw it a second time, and Sean's like, "Ooh, I don't know about this movie." It's like, "What are you talking about, Sean? It's awesome." And he's like, "I don't know." And that's when the started to, for me, it was like third viewing. I was like, "Yeah, shit, I see what Sean is saying. This is there's some really stupid shit going on in here." And I never did like
there is.
Father. Yeah, the not saving the father. I didn't like that when I first saw it. I'm like, really, you're Superman. You could save your dad. He's right there. I didn't like that.
That's terrible. I fast forward that whenever I'm watching it.
Yeah,
that is terrible.
That's terrible.
They got that so wrong.
Yeah,
just terribly wrong. And the line, the Pa Kent line, what should I have done? Pa, let him drown? Maybe. Oh, just if I could go back in time and just take those out,
Nobody
I know
would
I could fix that.
Even if you had a son that didn't have superpowers, you wouldn't tell him to not do it.
No,
can you save the kids?
There's a lot wrong with that. There's a lot wrong with that film, but as you say, Batman Returns for you, Man of Steel for me. There's all kinds of films out there that people love. We were talking about Speed Racer the other day.
Oh, I like it.
And so I rewatched it. That is such a misunderstood film. I think that people just didn't get it. That's my feeling.
I loved it. I got the poster, the soundtrack. I bought all the toys, the little cars, the big cars. I've got the right there, Speed Racer. What you're not going to be able to see it, but it.
No.
Is it the Mach 5? Car? You can see it. It's
vaguely.
That's the General Lee.
Oh yeah.
And that's Speed Racer. That's the Mach 5 right there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. No, what a great movie. It's a classic hero's journey, Speed Racer.
Awesome. Yeah, that's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta go. We gotta go. All right. So Sunday we're here for the Shadow. Thanks, R, for joining me. This was a lot of fun. All right, guys, to the chat, thank you guys so much. We'll see you hopefully in a week.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, take
God
it
bless.
easy.
Take care.
Bye. Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.